Oh, hi everyone and welcome to the last stream of the day. Here we are with the Eden fam playing some D&D for fun and shiz and giggles. There's one part of the Eden fam missing, but we're doing this whole thing for them. So go and check out the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is the thing that you should check out. It's there. There you go. You can go and check that out. Do it. We have raised some money up over there. We've also raised about the same amount, a little bit less in direct donations. So we're coming up for around the $900 mark, and I think $1,000 would be a great goal for the stream. Yeah. Before we go around, please check out all of the opening links, which include all of the places you can find us, support us, and interact with our community. All of the information about our sponsors, Berlin Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, and also all the places you can find the tweet to go and promote this stream. So please go and do that also. Let's hand over to Bree, who can finish off the introduction for me, because Scrat has been awake for 15 hours and they're talking too fast for even themselves to understand themselves, and they don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. Hi, Bree!
Oh, hey there. Hey, what's up, guys? I don't have that kind of energy, but I'm really trying to pull it out. I have my caffeine water here, ready to party. We've got some happy music playing. It's good that we have Eden fam sit down for a little bit less trauma than we're used to tonight. We're just gonna jump right into it.
A little bit?
Cool out, my god.
Listen, we can't all have the powerful mind of Alice, but that's okay. Tonight we're just gonna relax if I am awake long enough to do it.
I will throw caffeine at you through the screen.
The DM passes out halfway through. Let the chaos ensue.
Doesn't that mean you win D&D? Like, I mean, we've played some pretty long D&D sessions trying to tucker out the DM, I think.
Say, if you tucker out the DM, you do win. I'm going to change the music. I've got you guys kind of in the mindset, but I'm going to change the music for some introductories into the world.
I feel betrayed.
Okay.
I feel betrayed. All that happy music and that. Right, we're going to start now. Let's get rid of this happiness.
Like the evil DM. Like,
I was dancing.
I'll bring us that
taste of happiness. Get away.
I need to let everyone know where you are and what you're playing in this setting. Give some faith to your DM.
You have all of my faith. You have all of it.
You should not give it all to me.
Hey, everyone! This is the only DM on the channel who comes recommended by Satine Phoenix.
Wow.
No pressure. This game isn't even gonna start. We're just gonna spend this whole time flustering me out of DMing.
I mean, I can do that for like 3 hours.
We've talked about having a talk show.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we do that, my name is NPC Bree. I'm your DM today. I'm going to go around to all the people who are playing with me today, so you can see all their lovely faces. You can tell me who you're playing tonight, and then I can put you in the world in which we are playing in. We're going to start with the wonderful man in charge, the reason we're able to do this tonight, for our wonderful friend Heavenleigh, Scratticus.
Hello. Today I'm going to be playing a character called Beyonce. They are going to be the group mom and literal mom of one of the players. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't think we didn't actually collaborate on our characters, so it might be adopted mum, because I don't think they look like or sound like each other in any way. But that doesn't matter, because sometimes a family can be. I'm just babbling. I'm too tired. Hi everyone, I'm Scrat. You know me. I'm playing Beyonce. Let's pass on to Renee. Ah.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I can't talk as fast as Scrat is doing right now because my version of tired is like not saying words right. So, but I do have caffeine too, and also popcorn because I just really wanted popcorn for some reason. I'm Renee. I do things. I'm around on Twitter at RadianR, and I do 2 podcast projects. One is Fate and the Fable Maidens, which is family-friendly actual play D&D. And the second is in pre-production for a launch by the end of the year called Edenfall. And that, as you may have guessed, features the Eden cast in a audio drama adaptation of the show from Scratticus Academy. So I'm so super psyched about both of those. You can find them at Fate FM Cast and Edenfall Cast on Twitter, respectively. And also I do streaming stuff, but my schedule's weird right now, so I don't know. Life is weird right now, and Gen Con's coming up soon, so maybe see you there.
Yes, and who are you playing tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm playing a character in this game called D&D. My character is called Zippity, and Zippity is goes by Zip. Has her bestie in this adventuring party as well, and is a monk bard, hummingbird.
I'm so excited. All of my birds with legs. You have legs though, right?
Yes, Zippity has legs.
Confirming. All right, and now the infamous daughter / best friend that everyone keeps talking about, the lovely Zelda.
Hi, I'm Zelda, and we didn't collab on our characters, but I'm going to be adapting a voice as we go, so bear with me. I'm playing a character named Rhea, and she's a 14-and-a-half-year-old little wild magic sorcerer. And she is afraid of having bad things happen. That's all. She's only small and blue and doesn't want terrible things to happen to her or anyone around her.
I mean,
So
valid.
You say that like the DM's been telling you for days now that your character is 100% going to die.
oh, that doesn't sound like our DM.
Not your DM, not this DM, absolutely not. And we're going to pass it, and we cannot say his name without lovely in front of it. The very lovely Hans.
I do appreciate that. That makes me feel so much more at home. So what am I doing? I'm pitching who I am. I'm Hans. I'm on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, nothing bad's going to happen to you. I'm going to be here on Scratticus playing games in the fall too. So spoilers, look forward to that. And today I'm playing Robbie. Robbie is a cleric. He's like a Robin, and he's probably just going to go around painting everything. He's probably not going to pay much attention to the actual adventure.
Very good. And you should follow Hans. Don't let him lie to you like that. He's one of the first people I ever followed on Twitter, ever.
They're accounting for taste.
Last but not least, our queen of the world, who ran us through 2 amazing seasons of an amazing series, Alice.
Hello, I am playing a little fluffy baby owl called Picard Owlington III. I am a rogue, and I'm also terrified of the dark as an owl, so I'll just leave that there.
Don't tell me these things, Alice. I shouldn't have that kind of power.
He'll just cry in the dark, and then everyone will be sad. Don't put him in the dark.
I'll do my best.
Hey everyone, so who's doing Bean Boozled with me or other things?
Do you have any?
I have
I
Bean
can't
Boozled.
do Bean Boozled, but I can do spoonfuls of
You do this every
Straight
time. What are you
caffeine.
doing now?
Listen, I'll be right back.
Hang on.
I have
Do you have Bean
I have
Boozled?
I do not.
I will
Are
use
you
these
going to
as a
ship them to me? They're not going to make it to me in time, Alice.
I just left the hospital. I didn't have time to take a Bean Boozled. I'm behind.
I forgot that was a thing, or didn't realize it was a thing, or something. But I can also check my fridge.
I mean,
Hey.
hot sauce is a quick go-to if.
Who
Hey,
has
Hot
also-
sauce is a quick go-to. I could do like put some
I wish I had hot sauce. I hate
Tabasco
me.
sauce. I could do like a spoonful of Tabasco sauce.
Oh, we could totally do that. That'd work. Yeah.
I'll go
that'd
get
work.
some.
Yeah.
I have some really hot garlic chili sauce.
Yeah, that'll
I
work.
do have a Tabasco sauce
back.
story because my
Spoonfuls
dad
of
was
garlic.
at the dinner table and was like, "Here, Renee, try this," and I tried it because I trusted him.
Circle of
I've done it
trust.
before. I'm confident in this.
I am not
I
confident
don't
in
feel like
these.
that's actually-
I hate these so much.
I ate the last thing in my fridge today, and it was edamame. It's empty. It's gone. I might have ketchup in there, but it's old.
Mm.
Maybe like a raw egg. I could do the crunch Zelda always wanted.
the crunch Zelda number one, but dessert.
That no one else wanted, but Zelda did. I hate
Yeah.
Bean Boozles.
Yeah, they're absolutely minging. I've realized even the nice flavors are like
They're not nice. They're
No.
not nice.
They're just
Only
more-
good one is toothpaste.
they're just like I didn't even have toothpaste. What one are you buying to get toothpaste?
Mine had toothpaste.
Are they like the Bertie Bott's ones though? Because the Bertie Bott's every flavor beans, they're different. We've lost Bree. We did it!
hey,
We won!
I
That's a
see.
good
I see
face.
someone in chat saying about GoFundMe getting their card hacked last time. I'm sure they broke down. They buckled down on that security breach. Otherwise, they would have been shut down by now. But if you don't want to put your credit card details into GoFundMe, the direct donations also go directly to Heavenleigh. So you can donate via Streamlabs just like normal. Also, I thought at first that Bree was pulling a funny face, but I think she's frozen.
Yeah, we won the
Yeah.
game. That's how we've won the game.
Yes.
we made the DM correct.
I think they have to be not there for like 15 minutes, and then we
Okay.
automatically get to leave. Isn't
Oh,
it?
No.
What if the DM leaves?
So my two punishments, I have coffee grounds
Oh God.
Oh, you're an
and I
animal,
have
Zelda.
that chili garlic sauce. And hey, you know what? If we reach $1,200, I will eat the egg.
Don't eat the egg.
I will eat the egg.
No one wants this. No one
You are
wants.
literally the only person who wants to eat the freaking egg, Zelda.
No one
I
wants.
don't
Punishment
want
game,
to
but
know.
it's punishment for everyone else.
You
No
just
one
you
wants
just
it.
capped the donations at 1199. You know.
No one wants this, Zelda.
Listen, if you don't make it,
No.
if they don't make to 1,200, I will eat the egg. Now you
I
have
am so ready for this Tabasco sauce now, though. So, like, can we please make it?
I'm not ready for the egg. I don't want the egg.
I don't know about the egg. I'm not sold on the egg yet.
No.
Let's hear this egg story because I'm not sure what's going on.
Picard says no.
Zelda, explain what
Now
you were
we're
saying you would like
birds.
to do.
Is there like a moral dilemma?
Yeah, I was
with
going to say, you can't eat
eating-
an egg, you're a bird.
what I would like to do. What am I doing?
Oh, you're a tiefling.
What's
You're a
the-
breed,
she-
that counts.
The
She's
egg
just
thing.
a horned bird.
Yeah.
Oh, eat the egg,
Yeah,
shell
you
and all.
can't. You're not allowed to eat the egg, you're a bird.
No. Look, so Hans is confused. What's the deal with the egg? What will
What's
you
going on?
do? What will you do at $1,200, Zelda?
Oh, I was just gonna put the egg in my mouth and crunch it and then eat it. Raw
is
with
this
the shell.
egg? There we go.
Raw with
That's
the
actually
shell.
that's the whole thing. Okay, got it. Now I'm
Yep.
paying attention.
That-
Totally, yes. Thank
Ready.
you. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's the thing.
It's not okay.
I knew
in
what
any
was
way.
happening, but for some reason, when Zelda explained it, it became infinitely funnier.
Hey, wait,
Listen,
is
listen.
that
There's
extra
a lot
bad?
of things I'll do for charity.
Okay, let's just not go there. The list we read off last time was just not good.
I put some terrible things on that list.
You really did. You really, really did. It's totally not okay. No, we looked it up, Zelda. It shouldn't kill you. On the other hand, we have people saying, please don't. My gums bled when I last did this. What were you doing this? Don't do this.
I just got a text from a friend that says, wow, you and Zelda are making some decisions already.
Listen. All that
mean-
comment told me
That
is
could
that
be from
it's
any
possible to eat the egg with the shell.
No,
Could you
no.
mix the sauce and the coffee together instead of an egg?
Oh, you are just a demon. I'm guessing Bree's internet
She's
must
the
be
one who
like.
wants to eat the egg. Why are you calling me a demon? Zelda's the one who wants to eat the egg.
Listen. If there's any left, because I'm gonna do like a small spoonful of both, probably at each marker, one or the other. And if there's any left, I'll just mix it all up.
I will have to leave. I can't watch people eat raw eggs.
So
I
will
think
all
I
of
would,
chat.
because-
Chat would leave too.
Someone
No, I
will
think-
clear the chat.
I would stay because I'm just so curious. It's like one of those like can't look away situations.
I
Like
can look away. I
Yeah.
can look far away. I can walk down the stairs out into the garden. And
Would it be better if I cracked the egg and like slurped it out of the shell first and then
No.
ate the shell separately?
No, I can't do any form of no.
That would actually work better for me, I think. like
No,
that.
it's more that I just don't like watching people eat raw eggs, especially with the shell on. Like,
Funnily enough, everyone, this is the perfect time to donate whilst we're waiting to see what's happening with Bree. I'm imagining something's gone wrong with their internet or something.
how many bean boozles can Alice eat before Brie gets
Or
back?
maybe they've had some kind of power cut. Is it storming over that way at the minute? What do we know about the weather
Yeah,
that
there
way?
is the.
I'm sending her a message right now.
Mm.
I would say too that we have talked about having an Eden cast talk show, and I have questions if we need them.
Good show.
prompts
Wow.
to.
I am not at all surprised.
We could also just roleplay scenes with our bird characters.
Oh my gosh, can we redo Eden but birds?
Yeah.
What would Adam
Read it right
Watson
there.
be? I almost called my bird Adam Watson, but I thought like I
If
might
you
kill
did,
myself.
I swear to God, I would have like walked away from this game.
Which is what I'll do if Zelda eats the egg. So can we just appreciate both people's boundaries here?
This is the ideal time to stream games, apparently, Scrat. Everybody is at their sassiest and saltiest at this time of day.
Oh,
I'm kind of sad because I'm at my tiredest, you know? I mean, I know that's because I've just done like 15 hours, but like, hey, everyone. I'm awake and I'm here.
What do we think Adam Watson would be in bird form?
I don't really
Sandpiper.
want to spend my time thinking about that.
Why?
I think like a stork.
Seagull.
Yeah.
A
Well, a
seagull?
seagull's really
Seagull.
loud and leery.
Yes.
Adam Watson
Seagull
wasn't
from
there.
Finding Dory, where they
No, no.
just keep saying the same thing over and over
Is
again.
it
Listen,
mine?
listen.
Mine?
Adam Watson is definitely a corvid.
you
Which
call?
one? I do not know, but he is
Mine?
definitely a corvid.
I'm fairly sure it would
That's
be
fair.
a stork because then they can be a stalker.
Hey.
We're going to do all that stuff.
Oh, how cute would it be if it was a kiwi? Because you all thought it was really, really cute to begin with, and then he turned out to
Oh
be.
no,
yeah.
screw that.
I don't think we ever said cute. I think we felt sorry for him.
Well, we've just had a donation in saying do not eat the eggshell.
It's working already.
Oh dear.
See, it was worth it. It's
Okay.
worth even talking about it.
Okay, Max says Adam Watson should be a jackdaw, probably.
Or a magpie, like shiny stuff.
Ooh, magpie.
Mm.
Or
Oh
what they
no,
call-
a mockingbird because he never calls.
Oh, you know what? That's
and he
actually pretty
mocks.
clever.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not
That's
because
pretty
of the Call
good.
the Mockingbird thing, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, a cuckoo.
Oh no, that would work. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay,
the
so
way
we've
they do
very
their
much
eggs and
focused
stuff.
on Adam Watson, but like, what bird is Dot though?
She's one of
What
those
bird can-
really angry little blackbirds. You know, when
I
you
was
get
thinking-
too close to their nests. And then you just-
Like a peregrine falcon.
Oh,
Something small with sharp claws.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a kestrel or
Fierce.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, the Maharish says that as an old guy, I know eggshells are fine to eat.
Oh,
It's
hi,
fine.
guys.
I mean,
Hi,
technically
Bree.
they're decomposable, so yeah, I imagine they probably are. But now that Bree is back, we're going to stop talking about Zelda eating egg, which is
This
literally
is-
what we've done
This is
for
not
the
the issue
whole
I have
time
with
you've
the
been gone,
egg.
Bree.
Really? Is this all? Okay, listen. It's
No, we also talked about what bird Adam Watson would be, and low key started talking about what bird Dot would be.
Yeah.
what bird would Dot be? I need to know.
Well, we got
said
stuck
peregrine
between,
falcon.
Yeah, peregrine falcon, angry blackbird, or what did I say? Kestrel.
A kestrel.
Yeah. Something small and fierce.
Something very small, but like you don't want to like piss it off.
You don't want to fight it.
Yeah.
Well,
Shall we get this show on the road?
internet refresh is done. So, magic.
I thought you'd frozen again.
I was like, wow, these
You just get no DM
I
build
have
up
a
to them.
really good skill of just not moving and people thinking I'm not real. Magic. It flows through the earth, an unseen force. It makes the planet live, grow, die, and be reborn. It wells up within a chosen few and manifests as energy that can be used for a great good or great evil. Civilizations were built with laws for magic. Livelihoods were formed. When a relatively young race, humans, began being born more and more without the ability to create magic, though, adaptations were made. They began to create constructs, use technology, and forge new weapons. During this time, their view of magic began to change from something wondrous to a bane on the world, something that needed to be eradicated. Magic users began to flee from the land due to the war of a race that spread from sea to sea. Some created civilizations deep within the ocean, others underground, and some they found the sky. Large white clouds float far above human society. A city below, wrought with iron, plumes of smoke from factories, and marching armies, is casted in a constant shadow. Above, far into the atmosphere, rested on what seems to be a pile of clouds, is the city of Rovaria. Buildings are made of white stone with inset crystals of different powers to keep the city afloat. Winged creatures flit about cobblestone streets. And today is the Festival of Flight, a ceremony that happens once every 10 years, when a small floating island passes by the city. Children make the flight across for the first time to place a single stone that they decorated on it as a rite of passage. That is where we begin our story, and I will change it back to the happy music that everyone was so nervous that I had taken away for good. Because all of you think I'm a big monster.
The music isn't why I thought you were a monster. It was because you were going to kill my character.
Good to know you think I'm a monster. I'll keep that in mind. But no, the city streets are bustling. People are bouncing around, flying on top of each other. Kids are very excited. Many of them too young to participate in the ceremony past. All of us are dancing around this festival. We're going to go around one by one, and I would like to know what all of you are doing while we wait for the big ceremony. Describe your character. And if you are a child, how do you decorate your small stone placed onto the floating isle? We're going to go opposite this time, and we're going to start with Picard Owlington.
Picard Owlington is very, very small. He still has a lot of his baby feathers, so there's a lot of fluff there. It's a mixture of feathers and fluff. He's got very, very big, sort of green, round eyes. And he's wearing a little red waistcoat with sort of decoration all over the back of it, a scarf tied around almost like a sash, which is how he keeps his rapier on his back. And he's got a little pebble that he's painted, and he made it very, very bright and very, very colorful, and he didn't really understand what it was meant to be. So he kind of just sort of painted a ladybug on this pebble because he's mildly fascinated by these things that fly like that. So that aren't birds.
That aren't birds. Picard has my heart.
He's like perched on something, just watching everyone go by and wondering if, like, he really wants to be a rogue. It's what he wants to be, and he's trying to, like, could I pick that person's pocket without them noticing? But he also has the moral dilemma that should he be picking that pocket?
Renee has a small owl watching us, and all I can think
know, I feel very, like, watched right now.
I am a little rogue. I am watching you. Wonderful, wonderful. And now, Robbie, what do you look like, and what are you doing during this festival?
So Robbie's a bird person. He's got a very orange belly like this, like everything beneath the chin, and he's covered in little specks and flecks of paint because he's not a very neat bird. He's also wearing like a kilt smock, some sort of like leg smock thing going on, and he's just dripping in paint. And right now he's trying to paint all these little children putting their little rocks up and things like that. And it's a lot. And so he's getting kind of crabby because everybody keeps moving around and getting in the way of his view. Dark crowds with there.
Hans is playing a crotchety old bird, and it makes me so happy.
That's
wonderful.
Right.
So valid, so good. All right, the sweet, soft Rhea. What do you look like, and what are you doing?
Rhea is all blue, as I said. She's very quiet and wears kind of like a darker blue kind of getup, and the wings on her back are leathery and bat-like as they unfurl a little bit and then close back up. And she has shoulder-length black hair and gray eyes, and she is decorating her rock as we speak, and she's just holding the yellow paint and kind of finger painting a little bee on the rock, and just kind of looking at it, a little bit proud but a little bit worried, and looking up towards her mother in approval.
Oh, I cannot wait for Scrat's turn. Fuck. All right. Your very best friend Zip, what are you doing?
So Zip is like dark blue and green feathers and is very small and petite. She has a very long beak, and so she often just kind of like tucks her head down a little bit so that it doesn't stick out into other people's way. And so she also has a like pink hood, and it's a pink hooded vest because Renee really likes her new outfit. And she's painted her rock. It's like this. It's a little rock, and she wanted to put a little bit of her in it, so she painted it green and blue. And then she put like a little bit of shine over it because you can't go wrong with shiny things. And so just like a little bit of lacquer to keep the paint and make it just like a little bit glistening in the sun. And then tried to stick some little tiny sparkle like crystals on it. They're not like gems, so they don't have any worth or value, but they definitely catch the light when it moves.
Precious. And the voice is great. I know chat's very excited about it, but I am too.
Thank you.
All right. And last but not least, the mother hen. Well, not really a hen, mother tiefling. Beyonce, what do you look like and what are you doing?
Yes, hello there. I am all chainmail with pauldrons on each shoulder. I'm very excited to be painting an egg, although I don't really know what I'm doing. And when Rhea shows me her stone, oh yes, darling, that just looks absolutely wonderful. I'm sure that's exactly how it's supposed to look. But I'm 100% that person who is just taking the stone. And I realize that we want to paint them for them to be more appealing, but I'm not really sure what that looks like. So I've got some gold paint and some silver paint, and I'm just going to dip the stone in the gold paint, getting it on my fingers and such. Which is a bit of a bother. But it looks a bit boring, just gold, so I'll then dip it in the silver as well. Oh, I've mixed the paints. I'm sure that's fine. This is a stone. There we go. Silver and gold. Beautiful. Yes?
And as you dip the gold into the silver, Robbie, you realize that this woman has begun fondling in your lovely, eccentric, expensive, shiny paint.
I totally forgot to do like a character description. Like I just said she was in chainmail.
Yeah, hot. I'm just imagining a hot tiefling mom.
Oh,
in
so hot. High cheekbones. Okay, high cheekbones, but like strong jaw, long silver hair that hangs down her back, dark ashen skin, piercing blue eyes. 6'3", I think.
Goals.
Mm.
All right, hot mom. But yes, Robbie, this woman has mixed into your paint.
Robbie looks at the paints in confusion. Gold, silver, clearly mixed, swirled, looks over, looks back, looks at the rock, looks back, looks at the tiefling woman. Just goes. Just,
Yes, wonderful festival, isn't it? Are you enjoying yourself? I hope so.
This is all I have planned.
Oh, Christ.
He's blushing right now, but he's already red, so you can't tell.
All feathers. The beak is kind
Puffed
of
up.
color.
Yes,
Puffed
it's
up.
You've ruffled a bit.
so good for the children, isn't it? For the painting and everything. They just so enjoy it.
Oh.
Are you quite all right? Do you need something? Are you...
I'm going to leave.
Did you just ask me to leave?
Oh, no, I'm going to leave. I leave. I'm gone.
Where do you go, Robbie?
I don't know, but I dropped the paints on the ground. I'm just walking.
Robin is done.
Robbie can't.
Ah,
I say, do you think that that Robin fellow was quite alright? Rhea, what do you think?
He was kind of strange. He seemed to have some kind of problem with your dipping your stone in that paint. I hope he's quite alright.
Yes, I do too. Perhaps we should check in a short while. But how's your painting coming along? Are you having fun?
My stone, it's not much, but do you like it?
I'm sure that's exactly how it's supposed to look. It looks wonderful.
Thank you.
Stone is very pretty. The cards is really good too.
Oh, yes indeed. Picard, hello.
Wrong one.
I see.
He's sort of looking at everyone else's stone that looks like people have taken time with it, made it neat and pretty, and he has really tried to take time with it, but it's a mess. Just drawing on real life childhood experiences. I hold out like this ladybug stone, like,
But
yours are all real great. Oh. I did ladybug.
I did mine with my fingers. It's just a bee.
I think you could get an A for it.
Is this graded?
what
I don't
is
know.
happening?
Is it because
My stone isn't good enough. What if my stone isn't good enough?
Pick up
Your
panics.
stone is wonderful.
Beyonce, you can think back to 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, when you were just a small tiefling, maybe less powerful, but still absolutely awe-striking. When you decorated your own stone and placed it on the little pile. What did you decorate yours like
Oh, when I was a small child. Oh.
when you were a youth?
Yes. Well, then I was never very arty, really. But someone gave me a brush, and I assumed that you have to use a brush. So I used the brush to just put yellow on everything.
One very yellow stone.
Yes. It's
It's
like
the
a
yellow
nugget of gold. And then someone said that was boring. So I scratched off some.
There you go. And as you reminisce, you see a wave of children. Humanoids, many birds, few tieflings, elven creatures with large white fluffy wings, all much smaller than you, darting around, some ducking underneath your legs. And one turns to Zip and goes, "Are you coming? It's time. The island is coming."
Yes. I'm so ready. Rhea, are you ready? Picard, are you ready?
Yes.
I think so.
I'm like tiny. I'm a pygmy owl, so I'm looking up at everyone.
The tiniest owl. All right. So you push yourself through crowds of children. Beyonce, it's easy to keep an eye on your blue child, and you know her friends are close
Yeah,
as they dart off to the edge of the city, which is nothing more than just a cutoff, kind of where the city was lifted off the ground. The beautiful white buildings grow more sparse in this area, and the cobblestone leads right to a jagged cutoff. Kids are all waiting eagerly by the edge, as this is the first time they've flown off of the city aisle. As a relatively large mass of land begins to float about 30 feet away, much smaller than the city, probably the size of a tavern or an inn. And there are a bunch of stones piled on top of it. And one after another, these small children, aged probably 7 or 8, about 16 or 17, leap off and in small groups fly towards it. Zip, Rhea, Picard, you manage to squeeze your way to the front very early on, and you can leap off the edge to the stone.
I have the tiniest wings. I'm like flapping violently just to try and get off the ground.
You got it, Picard, you got it.
My sash doubles up as a parachute when my little arms get tired. But I would like to take a run up and just run towards the edge and flap incredibly violently in that direction. I'll probably be slightly lopsided, but I'll get there.
Beautiful. You are definitely easily just kind of disappeared. You feel a shadow as the larger wings of people, especially like Rhea's large bat wings, kind of cover over your distance.
Okay.
As you make your way to this stone. And I would like you all just to roll me dexterity as you land.
Oh god.
I just want to
So-
see.
As Beyonce extends her wings, her horns also appear because I forgot to describe them before. Goat's horns that come out of her head and like come all the way down around here.
Powerful mom energy.
So powerful.
Picard
Oh,
as
I may not be elegant in the air, but I do a superhero landing every time I land.
we'll say we don't have to use your role because you're a powerful mother.
Thank
A
you.
powerful guardian mother who has flown all over this city, flown to even land before. You know what it is like to do this, and you can gracefully follow your children, your small brood of spawn as they land. Picard, you use your parachute to great lengths as you manage just to land gracefully with a soft thud. Zip, you know what you're doing. You're pretty good at flying. You fly around the city. You land. Nothing graceful, nothing elegant.
Zip
But you-
actually doesn't quite land just because that's one of the reasons she's very confident is that she
Big hummingbird energy.
she doesn't have strong legs, so she just keeps like constantly floating. She's very lightweight. She's not a lot bigger than Picard, but then also just like constantly flying, constantly just kind of hovering above the ground.
Excellent. And while the two birds gracefully approach, you're slightly more awkward to the using the wings thing, friend Rhea, much more confident with her legs, stumbles and falls, catching her foot right at the edge of the stony area, and kind of lands directly on a small pile of rocks.
Rhea, are you okay?
I'm really not used to wings yet.
You'll get better. It just takes some practice. I practice all the time, so you'll get better.
But if I get better, people will see me.
Oh, we can practice together. Maybe not right now. Let's get you up.
Oh,
Zip
okay.
goes over to try and
Thank
help
you.
Rhea up.
We can get you a sash if you want.
I don't know if a sash will help me, but thank you.
Brushes his off.
Yours looks wonderful, though. Sorry.
No, it's just dusty from the landing. It's fine.
Okay. Just rubs the stone a little bit in her hands. Like,
And as you look down, you see stones of different designs and colors. Some have words, some have like initials and hearts. Some have grown moss far over them as this has been going on for at least 40 years. But there are just piles and piles of stones all over this small island. And you can place your stones down if you'd like.
Come on now, chop chop.
Picard almost dropped his and he's looking for it again, but he's found it and he places it down and then readjusts it and then moves it again because it doesn't look quite right. and then moves it to a completely different location and adjusts again until he's happy with it.
A good memorable location.
Zip just
Yeah.
takes some time to find what the right location is. Like,
Just like, looks around, ponders a little bit, and then finally, but
Rhea just tiptoes through all the stones and is more interested in seeing what other kinds of drawings and other things people have put on theirs before trying to find a place for her own.
And as you peer around, you do see one very scratchy, and it is not the nicest stone, but it's got a little bit of heft to it. All yellow, and you can tell someone used the back of a paintbrush to kind of like chunk off the extra paint.
I will put mine down right beside and tiptoe my way back to Zip and Picard.
So as you place your stone down to settle, you feel like you feel something in the ground below you, perhaps a tremor. And as you turn around and take a step, in what feels like mere moments, the island tips over sideways. 40 years of stone come pummeling at you. And I would like you all to make a dexterity saving throw this time.
Oh my.
And you as well, Beyonce. Because even you were not expecting.
oh my gosh. Alice.
This has happened all day today. I never roll well in campaigns. However, the one-shots today
Wrong
are
music.
pretty damn good.
It's
You're the
very
host.
serious
It's suddenly
stones. Oh
got
my.
intense.
Picard's just like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Did you hear the
So
bass
small.
drops as the stones started falling?
So, as the island tips and begins to actually plummet to the earth below, all of you do manage to catch yourself. Rhea, you feel all of the stones pummeling on your back and you kind of swirl a bit. The actual city itself begins to scream. Children in horror, adults in confusion. Robbie, where were you when this was happening?
Well, Robbie, as an artist, was supposed to go over and give some helpful critique to all of these young budding artists himself. So he appeared at the edge just as this all started falling down.
Yes, and you see it, a handful of children jumping for their lives as one very motherly tiefling who you recognize is trying to keep them all afloat and back to the city in which you are on safely. And as they approach, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but as they approach, you begin to feel something strange. A tremor slightly. And the city itself seems to just drop from the air a solid foot before regathering its balance. And I would like you to give me a dexterity saving throw as well.
Sure, that's what clerics are good at. Let me do that.
Not high, you only fall about a foot.
Okay, that's reassuring. Come on, roll 20. Oh, how about that?
Like an expert, you catch your paint buckets and a small child as they make their way to the ground. Powerful. It's like a dad energy unlike any other. But the city then drops slightly. And you all notice this as you begin your flight back. Where your feet were meant to go is no longer quite a landing. But you can all land safely in the city of Ravaria.
Zip follows Rhea on the way back down because she's just struggling like the teensiest bit. And Zip's trying not to hover, but also hovering is in her nature. So
Helicopter friend.
yes.
So I've got a kid now.
You have a kid.
Whose kid are you? Whose kid is this?
Kid looks to you and goes,
Who are you?
I'm Rob.
That's an angry child.
Seriously, that's how I feel right now. Okay, so look, I'm Robbie, and I'm not. Where's your parents?
I don't know. They were just here. And the small tiefling child, almost like a greenish color, a pale greenish blue, with the tiniest little horns, probably like 4 or 5, just keeps like pulling its hands closer to its face, like, you're a stranger.
Okay, I'm gonna put these down. Look, there's tieflings over there. Let's go over there. Let's go talk to them. Maybe they know your parents.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
And he's gonna like reach into your fur and just grab the edge of a feather. Reach into your feathers, just kind of grab it instead of holding your hand. And he's just holding onto a claw.
Just like recoils.
And you can make your way to some very shaken.
Are you all okay? Everyone.
Is this us?
Is this us?
Yeah, you.
Because
you all
when
know.
you said a motherly tiefling, I was like, I bet that's bloody Brenda.
You already have a fictional worst enemy. It's great.
Brenda, the Karen of this world.
Great cookies.
Hello.
Picard just smiles.
Oh, you've gained one. Well done.
Yeah. Does anybody know this kid?
No, I believe that's how you get them. It's yours now.
See, there's this thing called a stork, and
I am definitely not a stork.
The local shopkeep Harrison walks by, and he was gonna come check on you, but you said there's this thing called a stork, and he went.
Is that really true?
uh-huh,
Is it really storks?
all storks do it.
And the stork is like jogging off now.
She wants stork legs as well.
Yeah.
That'd be like...
In fact, to be honest with you, there's a lot of things to be careful about the stork. They bring you those things. Also, could be confused with stalkers. Avoid those two. Second time I've used that joke in one stream, but we'll go with it.
One was in character, one was out. It's fine.
Yes. Who knew?
Counts.
Who knew Beyonce was a joker? I didn't, but she is.
Okay.
Brenda's rubbing off on her.
No, not bloody Brenda.
So if all storks deliver baby burbs, do I have a job that I'm gonna have to do because I'm a hummingbird?
Yes.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna be when I grow up?
You have to put the noises in harmonicas.
Why are you edgy
so
Izzard
lame.
tonight, Scrat? Okay, what am I gonna be when I grow up?
Very simple.
Oh.
Was that the whole thing?
Wow.
No. You let everyone know
So
when it's
valued.
you let everyone know when it's bedtime by walking around at night saying twit, twit, and then everyone knows they should be in bed.
Should I say hoo-hoo?
Oh, maybe it's the male owls that say twit.
And as you say this,
I am a male owl.
I'm sorry, I have a cold.
Bianca knows a lot about her kid friends. She's like that one mom who's like, yeah, that one friend of yours, Josh, and you're like, oh, Terrence, you mean? Yeah, okay. Thanks, mom.
Robbie feels so much less awkward around Beyonce after hearing her speak. It's great.
She's like a total hottie, but not
so
so good.
high, but oh no, she's opened her mouth.
Hummingbirds make noises and harmonicas. It's like, no.
I don't know where that came from.
It was very good.
I think it's just this group. It's what happens.
It's
Yeah,
just
absolutely
us.
true.
This is what our private chats look like.
Great. So you're saying I just have this kid now?
You can't just take him. It doesn't
I
work
don't
like
want
that.
him.
No, you do indeed have to take them, otherwise I'd have to take them, and I don't want that. You have to look after them until you find their parents. That's just how it works, I'm afraid.
All right, fine. Your name's Robbie now. Robbie 2. Robbie Jr., I guess. But I don't know what else am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I'm Picard the Third, so you're one up on me.
and a woman begins darting down, and you can see her, Beyonce, because she's tall, not as tall as you, but tall. And she also has a slightly green-blue skin. Her horns are long and luxurious, and she's wearing a guard uniform. And you know her well, and you don't like her. And it's Bloody Brenda. She comes running down. Officer Brenda.
Yes.
Officer Brenda.
Officer Brenda.
It's so good.
Hello, Brenda. How are you doing?
How am I doing? What did you do to the aisle?
Look, there's no one that needs saving here. It's quite all right. You can carry on.
The aisle fell onto the human settlements. Do you want a war?
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, Brenda, but you're rather hyping it up a little bit. Do calm down, won't you?
And the small child who's like gross, and as it pulls its hand from your fur, you feel something sticky there, like a lollipop shoved in your feathers. And it reaches up and goes, "Mommy!"
Oh,
we should have known.
That was the worst 2 minutes.
And Brenda scoops up her small little spawn and looks to all of you and goes, "All of you, to the guard station. I don't know what you've done, but you might have been..."
Sorry, Brenda, what? Sorry? What are you charging us with? What?
We're having a discussion about what you've just done.
Oh,
I don't know.
Is that an invitation? Because you can't just demand we go to the guard station. That's quite rude. We've got things we need to do involving stones.
Oh, yes, like all of the stones that have fallen down on the city below.
All we did was place our stones, and it fell. It can't be our fault, can it?
And she looks at you with like a look in her eyes and goes, "Of course Beyonce's daughter wouldn't understand the severity of what has happened here today."
This little
How
fluffy
dare
owl
you?
shuffles in front of her. It's like, you what? He can just tries to crane his little neck as far as he can towards Brenda.
I'm absolutely hiding behind my mother at this point.
How dare you?
And I would like all of you to make another dexterity saving throw.
It's not our fault.
Oh, I'm very, very perturbed by Bloody Brenda.
And as Brenda is yelling at your face, and let me roll one for Brenda. Brenda does a lot better than you.
Oh, she bloody would, wouldn't she?
Always. For the past, like, how many years you two have been together?
At school.
Growing up in school, always just a little better. 2 tiefling girls in class. Brenda always won. But the ground begins to tremble, and it drops another foot. And you are thousands of feet above the city below. But you have heard stories in school of the dangers of the humans. They're great machines. They're weapons that grind and destroy and create fire that burns down forests, kills birds, kills anyone who disagrees with them. You've heard the horror stories, and your city has now dropped another foot closer.
Miss Beyonce, are we gonna fall out of the sky?
And Beyonce, as this is all going down, you feel your daughter behind you as this ground kind of drops. And you kind of start to fall back to prepare, but you remember she's there, and you fall forward to avoid crushing her. And you fall to your knees in front of Brenda and have to look up at her on your knees. And she looks down at you and goes, "What did you do this time, Beyonce?"
I stand up, brushing myself off. This is most embarrassing. Fuck you, Brenda. And I just turn around and walk away.
Picard literally goes,
Oh, this is such a good thing. We were all thinking it. Let's face it.
Rhea just learned how to swear.
I was going to say,
That's too tight.
We all wave happily
All
at
the
Brenda.
kids,
Fuck
like-
you, Brenda.
Oh my god, with the penguin! Yeah,
This is the perfect game for fucking midnight. Honestly.
just all
The
the
dog
kids.
wants in now too. He's had enough Brenda while he's at it.
You follow Robbie? God, I'm joking.
Help! Can't do anything. Where's the bunny?
I'm like,
I'm so sorry, everyone.
No, you're not.
no, this is what I
Beyonce
asked
teaching
for.
people to swear.
You're lucky
That's
I'm
gonna
not
be
a
sorry for.
Kenku.
You will
Robbie,
notice
what
that Brenda doesn't make a big thing about Brenda. Fuck Brenda. No, Beyonce doesn't make a big thing about swearing at all. She realizes what she's done, and she just knows if she draws attention to it now, it'll only make things worse. So hopefully the children won't notice if she just doesn't address the fact that she just swore.
Definitely.
I'd like
No.
to say fuck you to Brenda, please, straight up.
Can we please raid someone just so our raid cry is fucking
Fuck you, Brenda.
Well, if the card does it, then Zip will definitely do it too.
Right. Picard's the bad influence of the group.
Yeah.
Robbie,
What does fuck mean?
Right, it starts with a stalk.
Like because
Oh no, sorry, you misheard me. I said fork. Fork you. It means to be prodded. Actually, not that far wrong.
Robbie, do you follow after these strange people or do you stay as Brenda's argumentativeness turns to you? And you! Grabbing my child like that? How dare you touch my child?
Now I
My
start following.
Means prodded? Okay.
oh, this is gonna go so wrong.
Similar, yes.
Where do you all go? Everyone in the city seems panicked. Every turn you make, people seem to be running through the streets, getting into their homes. The musicians are still playing. People are kind of apprehensive, minus the people at the very edge where the initial panic is. There is still a lot of very drunk, very happy people still playing music towards the center of the city, not quite realizing that anything even happened, but the fact that their equilibrium has been off for the past few hours.
Many of them have harmonicas.
Oh, there are a lot of harmonicas being played. Anyone who has lips has a harmonica.
Zip runs off to find that. Immediately. Up to someone who has a harmonica. Anyone. Whoever she sees first who has a harmonica.
You see a very strange woman who looks very much so like the humans you've heard stories of, but her skin is covered with fantastical ink markings to dance with the music, and she has glowing wings that don't even look like they actually come from within her, but from magic itself. She has a small harmonica as she sits on a stool.
Hi, I've come to put the sound in your harmonica.
And she pauses
This is gonna go so badly.
and looks down at you and goes, "Would you please? It seems to have been off." And she hands you the little harmonica.
Zip takes it. And she's not entirely sure what to do because she's only just discovered her life calling. So she stares at it wide-eyed for a second, and then she blows on it. And then hands it back.
And the woman, she takes it. She's like, "Amazing." And she puts it to her lips and plays a very fun little tune. And when she takes it from her lips, she goes, "You must be a very fun young lady." And she pulls out a single gold coin, more money than you've probably held in your tiny hands. And she places it for a job well done.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my new dream.
always follow your dreams.
Thank you. Keep playing beautiful music. It sounds lovely.
Thank you. And
I'm
she will
gonna go
begin.
put the sound in more harmonicas.
And as she continues to play, you feel like a tingle, like almost like a bardic inspiration for Renee.
Yay.
Well done, you deserve it.
What are the
And
rest of you?
She'll run back to the group.
Mom, you said that Picard had a thing and Zip had a thing. What's my thing? What do I do?
Oh, you put the fear of God into men, darling.
I love that the more tired you get, Scrat, the better it gets.
It's true.
That's a t-shirt. My God.
Beyonce told me to put the fear of God into men. I'm so happy. This is everything I've ever wanted.
What
I'm
am
so
I
glad I didn't
doing?
wear makeup.
I'm crying.
Oh, Christ alive.
Well, we've made you question your choices as a DM. That's good. That's
No.
one thing off on our list.
All I wanted was to run something lighthearted. Nothing gets done for the next 3 hours. I don't care. I've had a good time. I can run you around this city for hours. We can just touch everything.
Sounds about right.
Me cast fireball in the nearest building.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure what that means.
I mean, it's not precise. I mean, that's just the path I chose. That's why I'm a paladin. You know, I force people to love God through fear. You can do the same using your demonic ways or something else, but ideally it would play to your strengths. You look fabulous, darling.
Thank you. I really don't know if being a paladin is something I would be good at.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure there's plenty of other ways you can put the fear of God into men.
Miss Beyonce, I did it. I put the sound in the harmonica.
Congratulations! And how did it go?
It went very well and it sounds very lovely and I think I found my future career.
Well
Picard's
done!
like shuffling at the side because he just has to go and aggressively shout at people at bedtime.
Robbie's going to bend down to Picard. Don't worry, kid. I didn't do what my parents wanted, and I was fine. You'll be fine.
What do you
What did your
do?
parents want you to do?
Well, look at me. Well, right now I'm a painter, but I'm also a cleric. It's real good.
Why?
That's a good question because, well, you know, it's, why am I? Okay. It pays the bills.
How?
Art doesn't pay really well.
Ow. Picard is slowly shrinking into like his little fluff self. Like,
I think I'll stick with the twirling.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it, no one's going to like that.
Wait, what did your parents want you to do?
Dentist.
To bird people!
I'm crying.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know nothing about bird anatomy. That's right to me. We don't have legs, we have fur, and we have teeth.
birds have legs and teeth, everyone. Let it be known. That's terrifying. Can you imagine birds with like human teeth?
We are moving slowly from birds to eldritch horrors.
I did not expect that to land that well. What's up?
Oh my god, I'm prodding crying. Oh my god.
Don't make me cry. Even when it's happy. My stomach is gonna hurt so bad from laughing so hard.
Why is it always this creep?
That's why
I
they
need
did
to get
it.
some rest in here. I need Beyonce to roll me a perception.
Quick,
Yes, quickly, anything. I need to just distract myself. Oh, why did you pick me? I've got the worst perception. I'm sorry, I don't see anything.
And as you don't,
My chest hurts.
let me drink more of my caffeine
weeping.
water, everyone.
I'm weeping.
Oh,
I got my tea, which is also caffeine water, but hot.
God, I didn't even need to prep for this.
Take a drink, I keep laughing.
Don't joke. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Beyonce.
Yes.
As you're turned around to face the children, you feel one very firm, almost painful hand reaching right between your neck and cauldron. And as you turn, it is Brenda.
Of course it is.
And I would like everyone else to give me perception checks now as well.
Perception check, was that sorry?
Or investigation, it depends on what you're
Oh
feeling.
god, -1. I've just realized I have a +2 in investigation, but we'll go with it.
Bye, Zelda, we'll miss you. I'm opening up her sheet to roll for her. So I can just... she left before she could roll. Oh, she's back. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
I'm so good at this. So good at D&D, guys.
Bree, did you expect to be further along in the story?
Honestly, who
No.
cares?
Oh my god.
When do we even start playing? I feel like we've been playing for like 5 minutes.
It's literally been an hour and a half.
Quite true.
So as Beyonce grabs your arm and she turns to you, she seems angry. And you would assume it is angry in the same way. And she goes, "You are Beyonce. And we are not friends." Robbie, you notice this is strange. Zippity, you notice this is strange. This is the woman you were just interacting with. But her eyes are a different color.
Wait, is this Brenda?
This is Brenda.
Oh, okay.
And you do think about it, Zip. She came from the opposite side of the city than the direction Brenda was when she approached Beyonce. You are in big trouble, Beyonce, and you need to go to the guard center.
Oh, hey kid, here's one more reason you should be a cleric. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth. I don't know what Clint McElroy is doing while he's casting Zone of Truth, but I want to do that.
I'm going to clap my tiny little wings together.
Clint McElroy proud.
That's right. Cast Zone of Truth. Do I need to click the button so you can see the spell?
What is this? What is this save for it?
I'm not sure, but I clicked the button.
What am I supposed to do? Sorry,
Looks
what?
like charisma saving throw 14.
Is this a charm?
Is it a charm? Does not say charm. Says can't speak a deliberate lie.
Okay. And it is a what saving throw? A what?
A charisma saving throw. Said the
Sorry,
muted.
every
Yes.
time
Oh,
I
no.
was saying it fails, but everyone else in the zone does have to make a roll. It is a zone, not a direct thing. So you do all need to make charisma saving throws.
It's much funnier that way. So
I think I'll say what I want.
I was about to say I'm very charismatic, and then I just
it's okay.
I'm adorable. I was supposed to be charismatic.
The bard's supposed to be good at this too. But you know,
Yeah, well,
yeah. Everyone's just gonna say true things. It's great.
No, I'll say whatever I like. Which is pretty much on brand.
All right. So she just looks.
So, who are you again?
The creature opens its mouth. This Brenda. And then shuts their mouth. This is just the beginning, bird.
I don't think that's Brenda.
It backs up, and as it backs up, its face kind of shimmers, like the musculature in the skin kind of shifts strangely before turning away and walking into the shadows. And I would like you all to roll me another dexterity saving. Actually, no, we'll just say this time you are very prepared for it. The city drops a foot. You're able to drop down and center yourself. In all of your years of life, the city has never dropped, never fallen, never moved. It's now dropped 3 feet in about 20 minutes. People do begin to notice at this point.
I don't think that was Miss Brenda.
That was suspicious.
Her face was all it was shifting. Did you
The
see that?
faces don't usually do that. I definitely saw it.
Do you think I should divine smite her? Do you think it'd be an act of goodwill? I'll do it. It wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, honestly, yeah, but I don't know.
Best
mean-
to be on the safe side.
You can directly see which alley she walks down.
It's not her. It's fine, right?
Well, even if it is her, maybe we'll purge the evil. Yes, I think this is a brilliant idea. And we'll walk along to the alley.
I withdraw my rapier because I think I'm a storybook hero. Or Picard does anyway.
Oh, bonus action dash, just because I took a level in rogue for exactly that purpose.
Oh god. Like I've got tiny little legs. Can I really I am sprinting after Beyonce.
Beautiful. And as you dart in there, what is your passive perception?
Yes. Now, about that, it's a 10. I ain't
Okay.
seeing shit. I'm sorry, I've gone really sweary this late in the stream. I don't know why.
Does a 13 hit you?
A 13 does not hit me, no.
A small arrow darts from the sky and pings right off your armor. As you see, not Brenda, but a doorway leading into a seedy bar.
Ah.
Are we going in there?
No, I'm afraid we're not Picard, because that is an adult room. Only
That's
adults.
where the arrow came from.
No. You see, the reason the arrow came out of there is because the arrow is telling us the way to go. Look, see the arrow is pointing. See, it's stuck in my chainmail. It's pointing
Look,
that way.
I
We should.
understand. Look, I'm nearly an adult. I'm nearly 3 years old, okay? And I read up on my species last night. And when I hit 3, I become an adult. So technically, I'm a teenager. I should be able to go in here.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Off I go. And I want to like this tiny little. I want to kick the door open and stroll in, even though I'm like 1 foot high.
Oh, bloody hell.
As you make your way to this door, this door is solid wood, but you notice it has one of those little flaps to like peek at who is there from the inside, and you kick that little door and it flings right open and you can fit right through.
Okay, Rhea, look, before we go in there, okay, do you remember what I taught you about Hellish Rebuke?
No, I'm sorry. I was never really good at that one.
No, me neither.
I don't actually have Hellish Rebuke.
I've just realized neither do I.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
What kind of bloody tiefling are you?
What about you?
I'm an Avernus tiefling.
I traded for these wings.
You didn't get anything else?
It's a really poor trade-off.
I mean, I took wings and the Avernus thing. Couldn't you have done the same? Like, come on. Let's teach you something right now, okay?
I cheated at life.
What class are you?
Ria, my dear, what class are you?
Okay, so with Beyonce, is this like her first time? Oh,
Look, they grow up so quickly, okay?
oh, it's so good.
Does everyone else follow the very, 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 very small, down-covered owl into the very seedy bar? Beyonce, you know this bar because you know no matter how attractive you are, deep down you are a paladin, and this is not a place for a paladin to go. It is a dirty bar.
Oh, but Zip is following Picard like immediately though.
Oh, bloody hell.
Mom, we have to go after them.
I'd like my rapier still drawn out, if that's okay, as I enter the bar.
Okay, what do you do if someone tries to touch you?
I cast Fireball on them.
Yes, exactly that. If anyone tries to touch you for any reason, you cast Fireball immediately. I'm resistant to fire, so that is absolutely fine. In we go.
Can I think I'd like burst through with my rapier out and go, "Hello, fellow ruffians and scallywags," and just start listing. I was like, "An arrow came through that door and almost killed my friend. Whom was it?" Just sort of yells, like he's puffing himself out so that he's trying to be twice the size, but he's really not.
And a
Oh my gosh.
burly man kind of places his hand out, and it's perfect for you to land with your weapon out. He looks almost like an orc. You've never really seen an orc before. From what you know, they've went underground after the wars, but he seems to have found his way up here, and therefore he is allowed to be here. His hands are about twice your body size, and he holds you up, kind of up, and goes, "Hey, anyone hear the little one? Who's shooting arrows in my establishment?"
And he stands there with his like little wings on his waist, "Home!" just shouting across the bar.
And then he corrects himself. Whom?
Hi, hello. Can I help you with your harmonicas?
For the love of God.
This is another one of my companions.
And as you look around, there are a bunch of scar-covered, buff, rough folks. You see a bunch of beautiful, half-naked folks as well, leaning over them, kind of like handing out drinks, touching their rough chins. You do hear music, but none of it is fun and revelrous. It's serious and dark and unpleasant.
We've entered a biker bar.
You entered a biker bar.
That is not the way to do it. Okay.
Someone must have shot the arrow. Who was it?
And I start like waving my little rapier about as I stand in the center of this orc's palm.
And no one speaks up, but the orc man looks to you and goes, "I don't know who it is, but I know there's been some weird shit going on around here.
How do you not know who's firing arrows in your bar?"
Are all of these other little ones your friends?
They're my companions. My squad.
Your
Oh
classmates?
God.
The large orc turns to you, Beyonce. Is
Hello.
this your brood?
Yes, hello, I'm the world's worst mother. How are you doing?
It's fine. Come with me. And he's gonna lead you into a small office.
Okay, everyone in, everyone in, everyone in.
I'm glaring at every patron on the way in.
As he walks by and his free hand
Hi.
does grab a big old plate of fried pickles and plops them down on the table.
Hi.
Up excitedly to the plate, completely distracted now.
And as the food is offered to the children, he kind of ushers you in and then ushers Robbie in and looks to Robbie, looks to Beyonce.
Robbie's acquired a drink somewhere along the way.
And it is a nice big fruity drink. They're known for their good, like Bahama Mamas.
All right.
And what a lovely family you have here. Looking to both of you.
Yes, quite. Look, this arrow in me, it kind of came from your doorway. It might have been fired by someone who kind of looks like Officer Brenda, or maybe was switching from Officer Brenda into someone else.
I knew I wasn't crazy. And he like kind of opens the door, peeks around, and shuts it again.
I'm so glad you didn't open the door just to shout you're not crazy, because that would have been exactly what a crazy person would do.
I'm not crazy, all right? I've been in this fluffy city for a few years now. And fluffy it is. So happy. But I've noticed some weird shit. A couple nights ago, my bartender, Hal, he's been coming in for years, working for me. He came in and didn't even remember my wife's name. What kind of shit is that? He comes over to our house every Tuesday night. How does he not remember my wife's name? And his eyes look shifty. We had some patrons come in. They look shifty. I've heard talks of the city falling.
I don't know about that, but I can help you with harmonicas.
You're really good. And I'm just stuffing pickles into my little owl cheeks because that's where I store them.
Also, we can eat all your pickles.
That's fine. I'm grown-ups talking. Looks to Robbie, looks to Beyonce.
Are you at all interested in being notified as to when you need to go to sleep?
Do you need the fear of God put in you?
Oh. No, honey, my
Okay,
wife
he
isn't doing that. My wife has it covered, trust me. Been doing it for years.
Do you have any drinks?
Not for the likes of you. Sorry, Squirt. We don't even have water in our establishment.
How do you wash the dishes then?
And he just stares at you.
Shouldn't have asked.
Now listen, I don't know if y'all are the type, but you've seen it and you've seen the guards acting funny. I don't know who to turn to. But I'm thinking that these monsters trying to sink the city are doing it today. Feeling them tremors. I'm not crazy, I know it. My wife's been saying it for years, but I know better.
Well, what do you suppose that we do?
I don't know. You're a big, strong, armor-wearing woman. Go out there and fight them.
Who are we fighting?
And I stand up from the pickles.
Well, this is the problem. It could be anyone. We can't just pick on people who look a bit shifty. Like, think of the shifter owls. They'll get very upset if we just beat up anyone who's shifty looking.
It looks
I'm an owl. I'm very aware of what you're saying right now.
No, not the pygmy owls, Picard. The shifter owls. Is that a type of owl? I don't know. It's probably some sort of bird.
I didn't even think I was a pygmy Picard. This has opened so many more doorways.
well. Between
When
you and
Picard
me,
gets up from the plate, Zip goes over and her tongue starts darting out to pick up the crumbs from the fries.
all the little salt flecks.
Yes.
Highly betrayed.
I have actually noticed some shifty birds. Have you seen the shifty birds before?
Yes, we call her Brenda.
fork, Brenda.
That's a
Not
tiefling duck.
Brenda.
That's a tiefling. But yes,
think
prod Brenda indeed.
Some folks can't fly, lady. And folks who can't fly don't live in the city. And I've seen some birds who aren't meant to fly sneaking around the city.
I mean, yes, granted, but isn't that kind of what if they've maybe sought safe passage here? Maybe they've, hurt their wing and can't fly. We can't just, pick on anyone who can't fly currently. That could lead to problems. But it's a very good point. We need to look for shifty people who can't fly, who have melty faces.
Nah, man, I think it's a conspiracy. I think they're working together. The flightless birds and the shifty folk. I'm not crazy. And I know, because I flew here myself. I know what flies and what doesn't.
Yes.
And he's like, enjoy your pickles. Keep an eye out for the shifty folks. And as he turns around, you see just these very small butterfly wings adhered to his back, flitting as he walks away.
He's a beautiful butterfly.
Okay. Right, now, children, gather around. We're in a very bad place. We're in a very, very bad place. And, that person was definitely crazy. So, let's...
Did you see his wings?
I did. Very pretty. Is there a window in here?
There is a window.
Perfect. Out we go.
But we haven't found who shot the arrow yet.
Don't worry about that. Out we go.
One
We're
by
gonna
one.
Find the people with shifty faces.
Yes.
Okay. Zip will go.
Fine. And I drag my rapier on the way out.
Are we supposed to pay for the pickles?
No, they were a gift.
Strange place didn't even have water.
What a hole.
Water hole or water hole?
That was the pun, dear.
I'd like to fall out the window, please. Just leave after that pun.
I am leaving. Yeah, I'm getting out.
Yeah,
Mom, I've had enough of you.
Sorry. The shifty faces kill you all. And as you pop one by one out of an alleyway, you see nothing. It's just an alleyway. But it leads either back into the city streets or deeper into the sect of alleys that lead into the residential areas. Where do we go? Lead me on where we are going for this venture.
Right. Picard, the other thing that you are destined to be when you grow up
Yes.
is a
That'd be good.
person who knows where to find people. So why don't you decide where we go?
You
But
know, I think
no
you'll
more
make
shift,
this up.
no more shifty bars like that one.
Well, then I'm not choosing where to go, am I?
She does have a point.
Fine then, Ria, where do you want to go?
Yes, again, I am a boy. I know I'm all cute, fluffy, and adorable.
I'm not cute, I'm manly as hell.
I'm manly.
I'm sorry, I just got confused because Mum said she and then you said he and then she said she.
Yes, I'm very sorry.
Let you off, Ria.
Okay, so Picard, darling, where would you like to go?
I'm not allowed to say back in the seedy bar, am I?
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay.
I mean, you can say that if you like, but we won't be going in there.
Then what's the point of me being able to choose directions?
Then I'll just pick someone else.
Fine, pick someone else.
Well, we can't all be the same thing when we grow up.
No. Well, you've already got harmonicas covered, Zip. Well done.
I do. I just need to get one of my own.
I'm sure we can arrange that. Robbie, what would help?
What would help to get the harmonica or to find the persons?
Anything at this point, honestly.
Okay, can any of you think of something that we saw on the person that was pretending to be Brenda? Because if you did, I could find them.
As far as I know, she was just wearing Brenda's clothes. Or how we
Yeah, I
last
don't
saw
think
her.
that's going to work. Otherwise, I'll just find Brenda. I don't think we want that. Did anybody catch a look at the thing that shot the arrow or anything like that?
Just the arrow.
I was gonna say, can we just show you the arrow?
No, we know where the arrow is.
Zip, you do remember from your perception check, the only differing in the armor set looked like a small pendant with a black feather. Zip.
Zip's process. Oh, Zip.
I remember.
Okay, what do you got?
Pendant with black feathers.
Okay. That sounds specific. I should be able to do something like that. Can I cast Locate Object on the pendant? And we can follow it that way?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Describe an
Yeah,
object
push button.
beneath you, 1,000 feet of you. All right. So, this quiet man who has not been interjecting on parenting, who's hopefully picked the lollipop out of his feathers,
Oh, yeah. What kind of check do I need to make for that?
rolls his hands together. To remove the lollipop?
Yep.
Constitution
Saving throw or check?
saving throw.
All right. Awesome. Here we go. Nope. I think I have that lollipop still.
No, you get it out, but you lose a chunk of feathers, and boy, does it hurt.
Ouch.
But you sense this object. And it's almost a little baffling because as you're trying to pin down on the one that you had grazed your eyes upon, you feel a lot of them moving throughout the city. And as you're trying to pin them down to the specific one, you feel some in the bar, you feel some in the city streets, you feel some in the direction of your home. But you manage to pin this one down, and it is moving down the alleyway. And you can follow it if you'd like. Like a
Mhm.
like a honing pigeon. You run off.
Oh.
Okay.
Zip will fly after him.
Oh, I see. Not a man of many words.
Does everyone follow?
As I say, I'm like, okay, hang on. And I really concentrate and stop flapping really, really hard again, and I take off.
His talents were really misplaced as an artist. He should have found people for a living.
Like a detective.
Detective Robbie.
Wonder if he needs an assistant.
I've heard that robins are particularly good finders.
Robbie, you sense this all the way into the center district of the marketplace area, which has mostly cleared out. You know, many of the party dwellers have hidden inside, but there is a large well in the center of the city, and you feel this energy directly down. This well has been assumed to be decoration for years. You know, every holiday it's covered with frills, but you've never seen anyone draw water from it. But you feel directly downwards and beginning to move is this pen.
Okay. I have conflicting feelings about saying let's put the children in the well and go look in the well, but I think that's where we're going.
I'm crouched by
Oh.
Robbie, like that Spider-Man meme where he's watching and learning. Bigger Spider-Man.
Oh.
Big spattered bird.
Yeah. But
I mean, you can
Well.
just fit the Picard in the bucket and lower it. I mean,
Yeah,
Zip would probably fit in the bucket too.
I'll get in the bucket. Like,
And again, complicated feelings about putting children in the well, but
I volunteer.
I mean, we don't really have to use the bucket. We can all fly.
Picard is very brave.
Picard is very brave.
I want to go in the bucket.
You can go in the bucket.
Picard wants to go in the bucket.
Yes, Picard wants to go in the bucket. Okay, well, we'll use the bucket. Who wants to wind?
I could.
Yeah, go on then, off you go. Wind the handle. It'll be lots of fun. This should keep them quiet for about 5 minutes, Robbie.
You've been very good at that, Rhea.
I'm in a bucket.
Thank you.
lower down.
And slowly you descend into, and something you didn't predict when you asked for this. You descend into pitch dark.
I'm scared of the dark. I start to scream. I just scream. I do nothing else.
wind it
Rhea
back
is-
up. Wind it back up.
Yeah,
I just
Rhea
go,
is
"Woo!"
pounding on that thing to get it back up.
Woo-hoo. It's like,
It's dark down there.
Oh,
Wait, what? Wait. Did
okay.
you
So
see
that's a
anything?
problem.
Yes, it's a problem.
Did you see anything though?
Darkness.
Oh no.
A lot of darkness.
Do you have dark vision?
I'm assuming an owl does.
I am too.
Okay, I can be brave. I can do this. Put me back down. I'm in the bucket. Put me back down.
Would it be okay?
You've got this, Picard. You're very brave.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this.
It's up to you, Picard, to go where no owl has gone before.
Oh my.
I would like to also do this and shake my head.
And once again, you descend into the darkness. Roll me either an investigation or a perception.
You can hear me humming all the way down.
It's not scary.
15, like this is mine.
And you're scanning quickly because you don't know what's going to be found.
I'm sort of doing this because I also don't want to see what's in the dark.
like horror movie style. Like if
Yeah,
I can
like-
barely see it, it's not real.
I'm like hiding over the bucket.
And as you go down there, you see piles of black feathers. You see cloaks that fit probably someone around 5 foot or smaller.
Oh, wait, like bits of feathers, or are these feathers attached to things, like actual living things?
Like fallen feathers, like a nest of birds have stayed in this area.
Okay.
You do kind of hear footsteps in the distance. It looks like there are 4 different tunnel directions and more noise coming from the north.
I feel like I want to send a signal, but I don't want to shout, so I just go, woo, woo, and from the bottom of the well.
Oh, it must be time for bed.
I don't think we're going to do that right now, right?
Woo, it scares more panicked. Woo!
He's trying to send a signal, but we didn't talk about signals, so I don't know what that means.
Woo, woo!
Maybe it's a mixed signal.
Zip.
Picard always
What do you
sending
do
this.
is back. What do you do?
Oh, bloody hell. I'm going to dash and fly down the well. What is it, Picard? What is it?
Like, covers your mouth and then like points to all the black feather. Hang on, do you have dark? Put your
Yes, I've got
Yeah.
dark.
all the black feathers and the cloak, and then the footsteps and voices that are coming. He's like,
You were just woohooing at the top of your voice.
Well, I thought people might thought they were going to bed, but
What?
apparently you ruined that, and now you've come down here yelling and ruined my investigation mission.
Look,
There's a reason I'm in the bucket.
And you all hear this shouting from below. It like swirls up and echoes out. You
I think that means it's okay for us to go down there.
I would feel much better with you being down there with your mom than with me as your adult in charge. Let's go.
Thank
that just sounded like Hans.
Yeah, that's true. It's really hard.
Okay.
Okay, look, let's investigate, shall we? Okay, but
I
be
was
very good.
trying.
Maybe we should talk about signals.
I just wanted to be a good detective.
You're an amazing detective. You have found some wonderful things.
Okay.
Maybe you could be a detective when you get older.
I'd much rather be that than a woo-woo.
Although your woo-wooing was very good. I
I'm
haven't
good at
been woo-wooed
woo-wooing.
like that before.
I am good at woo-wooing.
You are very good at woo-wooing.
I'm coming down.
And you want the world to know.
Okay, who are you talking to?
No one in particular.
I'm just gonna jump down. I'm flying, but I'm jumping.
You know, just because it's been fun so far, I would like, because Rhea has been prone to struggle, will you roll me a dex check?
Yeah.
Only you, because
That
you're
makes
the
sense.
worst.
Yeah,
with
Zip
things.
will follow Rhea though. Definitely.
It's not
Hey.
terrible.
You do it. You land. It's kind of fumbly, but you land on both feet. A few extra steps, kind of brace out your arms, but you're good. You did it.
Am I still in the bucket?
You're still in the fucking bucket.
You're getting better, Rhea.
Get out of the bucket, please.
I think that's actually the first time I've landed on my feet without falling over.
Good job.
Fantastic work, Rhea.
Okay, now I'm following Zip, but I don't know that Zip or I can see in the dark.
Follow my voice. Woo.
No. We're supposed to be being quiet because of the voices. Does
Go
anyone
straight down with the rope in the middle, right? Like it's the rope and the bucket. You can follow that down pretty easily, but
do we have anything that we can
Up
use?
with the clever options.
Look, I'm going to light a torch.
No, I've got
kidding
that. I've got that. And Robbie will just like hold up one of his wing feathers and just, it's a lit. He lights it. It's a light.
Oh, perfect.
Wow.
I can't do that.
No, more special cleric stuff.
I wish my beak would light up.
I could do that, but it would be hard to see.
Wait, can prestidigitation also create a small light? Because it does have a harmless sensory effect. Does that count?
You know I don't know. I know minor illusion specifically says you can't.
I think you can like light a candle or stuff out of flame, but I don't know if you can create a light. You
Here,
can create a small
I'm gonna put my hands on Zip's beak, and I'm gonna create like a glow in the dark effect on her beak.
flame. There you go.
It's beautiful. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can at least see right in front of my face now.
Just blinded by this glow. I'd
really
like
meant well.
I walk over to Zip.
Like, would you mind if I carried you?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
And I'd like to pick her up and hold her like a lamp and proceed down the...
What have I done?
It's okay. I'll keep you safe.
Let me go.
Okay.
Squad.
Robbie, does a 15 hit you?
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
You feel 1 damage as an arrow flies through your feathers and barely clips you in the darkness.
Ow. Okay.
Shine your light around. You spot a small creature kind of curled back in a cloak, and it just hisses, and it sounds kind of like a snake.
Hey, that hurt, and I would not do that. These kids they're just firecrackers. Don't set them off. Just, what are you doing over there?
It then growls, and it sounds like a bear.
I would like to draw both my scimitar and my
All right.
war pick.
Okay.
Not
When
the
you-
strongest weapons, but the most badass looking.
Oh yeah, hot mom with her good weapons. When you do this, the creature opens its mouth, and you can see with the light, it's a beak, and you just hear, wee woo, wee woo,
Stole
And
my
it's-
job. Like,
and a siren
took her.
echoes from this bird, and you hear it hitting, bouncing off the walls as a loud city siren goes off from its mouth.
can I blind it with Zippity? And how like bright is Zippity right now?
I would not say bright enough to blind this creature.
Just.
I mean, you could poke them in the eye with me, but like, it depends on your method of blinding, I guess.
I'm just looking to my mother to see what I do.
Oh, I am strutting towards this creature with my weapons out, ready to... They might be slightly glowing with the divine light of fury.
Wee woo. Wee woo. It doesn't move. It doesn't face you. It just screeches. So you approach it. It looks like a crow.
I'll just sort of put both weapons in one hand for just a second and grab its beak.
And you silence it. And from its throat, you can still hear that siren noise vibrating through. But quieter.
Do you speak at all?
It looks at you. And it stops making noise as its beak is shut.
I'm going to go to your beacon again now. If you go wee-woo, I'm going to grab it again, okay?
And in your voice, it says, "Speak at all."
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to say 2 words that are going to be very useful for our following conversation. I hope you know what they mean. Yes. No. Have you been shooting at us?
In Brenda's voice, it says, "You are in big trouble."
That's
really
creepy.
Bloody.
And you hear footsteps as something is running through the sewer towards you, multiple sets of feet. You are in big trouble. And then you hear the innkeeper's voice go, shifty folk everywhere. You speak?
Mom?
Now, look, if we can settle this without combat, that would be preferable, but if I have to use the divine light of Avernus to brand all of you to hell and back again, I will. So, let's try and keep this nice and civil. There are children around after all, and God knows you don't want to face them. What on earth are you all up to?
What languages do you speak?
Good question.
You speak Infernal? Obviously, right? You're a tiefling?
I do, yes, I speak Infernal.
So you and Rhea would be the only ones to understand this, but a guttural noise comes from this creature. And it says, very deep, very haunting. The clouds that hold them will fall.
Can I precast mage armor?
Yes.
I curl into a ball and cast mage armor on myself.
You're like an armadillo.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay.
And as that happens, 2 more of these strange birds and what looks like a member of the city guard both come running down. And you can all roll initiative. That's a thing.
Oh boy.
It is a thing.
I probably could have opened up the freaking turn order thing. That's fine, I won't. It's fucking 2 a.m.
We're good. We're good.
I haven't been able to remember how to open the initiative turn order thing for the longest time.
Fine. I'm having my 3 birds go together because it's easier for me.
Valid.
But Zippity, you are
Yes.
surrounded. You've never gotten into a fight like this before, but you know in this moment that if you ever want to touch a harmonica again, you're gonna have to stop these bad guys.
I'm gonna
Bad
have
birds.
to stop these bad guys. Okay. Picard, where is Picard holding me up right now?
Probably closer to Robbie than anything because Beyonce walked up to this.
Okay. My wings start flapping. I don't go anywhere yet because Picard is still holding me. I say, Picard, no!
Yay!
And Picard yeets Zip across the room. And Zip just flies directly at the one that was talking to Miss Beyonce.
Miss Beyonce, yes. And what do you do?
I poke at them.
A poke.
Yes, a poke. It's a poke. And I actually, shoot, I didn't write this in. I didn't write in my not unarmored. What on earth? Why is it so late? I have plus
happens to us all.
dexterity plus the proficiency. Well,
Your beak is so fluorescent that you can't seem to find the black feathers for your poke.
that's such a bummer. But as I fly past this bird, I look a little bit sad because this didn't work. Clearly, I'm not cut out for this though. I say, Picard, you can do this so we can go find me a harmonica. And I give Picard bardic inspiration.
Excellent.
Image of a very sad hummingbird being
So sad.
And the creature, the angry bird who's been screeching, turns to you. You're a small hummingbird, but Beyonce is a big tiefling.
I
And
am a big tiefling.
One poke. I can't. Alright. Is this gonna work?
My god.
Oh god. I'm just the first one, not the second one.
Just to clarify, that D20 that I rolled was for the wild magic table. If I roll a 1, something happens.
Alright, so I'm guessing a 22 hits.
Yes, a 22 does hit. Little
Okay, so
blighter.
10 piercing damage.
How dare you?
And it just glitch.
I haven't paladined in a while. Do I have any damage reduction? No, I don't. You little blast.
The other 2 come charging towards the group, both pulling out rapiers as well, and one goes for Robbie. There's a 14 hit.
Yep, I am hit.
5 damage. The little dagger does a 12 hit.
Yep.
12 damage. The other one runs over to a very tiny bird.
Can I use a reaction there to do something bad and give him disadvantage?
You can.
Cool, cool.
What do you do? What do you do?
Oh, I do a warding flare. So a sudden bright light goes off and it blinds this creature for just a moment.
Thank you very much, Tom Pixie, for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We're very tired and being very silly. It's fantastic.
Hi, welcome.
It has been something.
This is a moment for me to remember always.
Hans, playing Robbie, dreams of being a bird dentist.
Oh no, I don't want to be a dentist. That is a...
His parents wanted him to be a dentist.
That's right.
So do you impose disadvantage on the one who
Attacker?
hit you or the one who's about to hit Picard?
No, I was going to go for the one that hit Picard because I already got hit a couple times.
All right, so it'll use disadvantage on both of its attacks. So a nat 1 will not hit you, but a 17 will. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it will.
So you take 7 damage, and Picard, someone poked you with a weapon. This is real combat hours.
Okay.
Real combat owlers.
Hey.
I quit.
What? It's okay when you do it, Scrap, but when I do it, it's wrong. Stop judging my fun.
What that says.
That's right.
Rhea, it is your turn.
I'm gonna look at the one that tried to attack Picard and yell at him, "Stop attacking my friend!" and just fire off just a firebolt. And
Just a fireball.
just a
Firebolt.
It's.
I just yeeted a zippity. That's all I've done to this.
A powerful 9.
It's a ranged spell attack, and I believe that's the roll.
Whenever Zelda plays in a game that I DM, all of her rolls look exactly like this. It's a curse. Is there anything else you can do, my dear? Any meta magic, maybe?
No, because I can't cast 2 spells in 1 round. That's just D&D rules.
I tried. I believe it is your turn now, Picard.
Picard got hit and looked incredibly offended by it. I was just like, "Oh, you cad!" And he just sort of like reaches out and stabs with an 18.
And you stab. Very good. One very powerful stab. Is there anything else you can... Actually...
Is that... Hang on.
You have sneak attack.
Sneak attack, yeah. What is it for sneak attack? Is it an extra d6? I can never remember.
It's a few d6. Well, you're level 6.
3?
No, it's more than that, I believe. At level 6, hold on. At level 6, it is
3d6?
No, it is 3d6.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh wow.
12 damage is good damage. Very good. Is there anything else you can do with your turn, my dear?
Nope. He's just very, very miffed at what's just happened.
Excellent. So the mysterious creature that looks like a guard looks to all of you. And there is a concussive force that emanates from its body. You can see like a light growing within it, a dark purple light, and it begins to crack through its skin as the creature bursts. And I would like all of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ew.
I don't like that at all.
Oh.
All right, so you either take 8 damage or 4 damage. Let's see. Rhea and the tieflings both take 8 damage. Everyone else takes 4 damage. And I would like both of you to give me wisdom saving throws.
I tell you what, I've had enough of this lot. Coming round here, beating us up.
Scrat, you take 4. Zelda, you take 2. And the creature is gone.
Wait,
You all
what?
kind of... It blows itself up. You take 4 damage.
Total or in addition to the 8?
In addition to the 8.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
It blew itself up? Was that fire?
No, it was definitely not fire. And as you kind of feel it on your skin and in your mind, some strange necrotic energy, maybe? But brings it next into the turn order, which is
Someone.
it's Robbie. It's Robbie.
Okay, so how many of these people do we have in front of us? We've got 2 bird folks in front of us here.
And then the one remaining bird folk next to Beyonce and Zippity.
Okay. Would you say the two in front of us are in like a 15-foot cone kind of look?
They're within 4 feet of each other, yes.
So I think that's going to call for Burning Hands.
Very good.
So they have to make a Dex 14 save.
Okay. They do.
Little blighters.
Okay, that's no fun. So they only have to take half of this.
Okay. Very good. Is there anything else you would like to do, Hans?
No, I'm just going to squawk indignantly at the fact that they didn't really get hit, so that's fine. You know what? I will. Is anybody really badly injured?
Probably Beyonce.
Beyonce?
I'm reasonably badly injured. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm badly injured, but I'm
going to throw a healing word out there for Beyonce. So, which is what, 6?
Lovely, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be good for me.
Wonderful. And Beyonce, as you feel that rejuvenating energy, these creatures have attacked your daughter.
They attacked my daughter.
Your daughter has been injured today.
Which one?
Well, the one that blew up, but you don't know that. You just see her and she's cried out in pain.
Which one's closest to her?
One of the birds that is the bird that had stabbed Picard.
I walk away from the one next to me without bothering to disengage.
Okay. Does 16 hit?
No.
Then you just keep walking. Angry mother, it pinks against you as you
I
go.
stride towards this little thing. I'm
Fire of fury.
going to slash at it with my scimitar for a start. Does an 11 hit it?
It does not.
Well, then, on the other hand, using my extra attack, I'm going to bring up the war pick. How about a 15?
That hits.
Brilliant. I'm going to Divine Smite this attack.
Beautiful.
I'm tempted to do a darn sight more. I nat 1 to the bloody Divine Smite, but there we go. That'll be 13 damage.
Okay. Excellent. And can you describe how it dies for me?
I'm gonna pick to the head of, of course. As the head comes, as the pick comes down, divine light starts spouting from its brain, and you know, it's the rest really is history.
Picard, you're going to need therapy after this.
Picard is like eyes have got bigger. He's just standing there.
Feathers and blood
open.
kind of like puff at you.
Oh, so like his beak is open. He just goes, and he puffs up like like when a pufferfish panic. He just. And I
Badass.
Zippity's eyes.
Oh, and Zippity, it is your turn.
Zippity remembers she can do magic.
That's good.
So I picked all my last round. I used all my last round to pick spells. And Zippity starts to kind of hum to herself, and it's a sound that she makes when her wings move. So she just kind of sings along with them. And she, how many creatures are left, Bree?
3.
Perfect.
Oh, no, sorry, 2.
Okay. Well, still fine. Zippity casts Bane. So they, the two creatures both need to make charisma saving throws.
Not their strong suit. Ooh. 1 pass with a nat 20.
Okay. So whenever the one that failed has an attack roll or saving throw, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number from the attack roll or saving throw.
Beautiful.
Yes. And then, as she's doing this, she's like, "Go, Miss Beyonce!" and gives bardic inspiration to her as well.
Heck yeah. Strong mom.
Yay!
And it is the turn of the creatures. And the one who had failed, the one next to Robbie, is going to attempt to stab him again. And I will take my 16. The 16 hit? Robbie?
Oh, yeah, that's a big hit.
Okay, 10 damage.
Wow.
And then
I'm
7 doesn't.
starting to get worried about Robbie.
Robbie's
clerics.
taking
It'll hurt.
fucking hit.
It'll hurt.
I thought clerics were quite hardy, but
Yeah, he's seen some shit.
it would
The other
seem
one
that
is
way.
going to aim at you, my dear Zippity. This one does not have the subtraction bonuses, so 22 hits.
Yes, does.
All right, for 5, and then a 13. Does that hit?
A 13 does not.
All right, so you take 5 damage. Next on the turn order of literal children is Rhea.
So I chose this because I wasn't sure if my curse from the Old Faith would be here, but I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the one attacking Zip because it doesn't. It hits. It always hits.
Good plan, friend.
So I'm gonna aim all 3 missiles. So it's 1, 2, 3. So 11 force damage altogether.
Perfect. Ping, ping, ping. It pushes itself against the wall. It opens its mouth. And it makes Picard's hoo hoo noise at you. Haunting. That is all it says. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I'm just gonna pull out a dagger and hold it really nervously in both hands and just kind of shake. Oh, also I cast a spell, so I guess I gotta roll a d20 for wild magic, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, we're still in the clear.
I'm really hoping for a crit fail.
Zelda, it seems like you roll really high on the d20, but everything except, or rather, like you roll rearrange those words into the right sentence, and then
I roll really low for everything, but the straight 20.
Yes.
There
Thank
we
you,
go.
Zelda. Thank
Italy,
you.
damn.
You're welcome.
My brain melted in the middle of that. I'm sorry.
Love it. Picard Owlington, it is your turn.
Picard tries to defluff, and then seeing Robbie probably take quite a lot of hit, he will swipe at whichever one is attacking Robbie, and I get to, is it 1d4 for Bardic Inspiration?
1d6.
1d6.
And you can use it
never mind.
afterwards.
Oh my god.
All right, so...
and then I'll roll extra 3d6 because...
and that will double because,
yeah, plus 18.
So Picard, after witnessing your first murder by the hands of this
I just go see blood rage. Tiny little owl.
An owl the size of like my water bottle, covered in fluff.
Screams running at his creature.
And for all who see this horrifying moment, it's about a 5-foot tall crow. It's pierced painfully through the heart, and you see the little feathers twist as Picard knocks him right in the heart. And it opens its mouth, and it says something from a church prayer that happened this week. Maybe Robbie would have heard it as a cleric. But it sounds like the sermon from last church service, and it just kind of repeats a little bit of it. And by the hands of God, we are saved. And it collapses.
Like Picard is there, like absolutely worn out, just angry, trying to calm down.
Robbie, it is your turn. There is one left next to Dippity.
Okie doke. So we only got one of these guys to take care of, so let's just stick with something easy. Okay, I'm going to cast a Sacred Flame, which is a Dex 14 saving throw for them.
They fail.
Okay, so I just have to roll 2d8, and it's radiant damage. That's not very many dice, okay. And then I'm going to bonus action 3rd level healing word myself before I die.
There you go.
Very good plan.
Yep. Push the button. It didn't do anything, so I'm just going to roll some dice manually. So that's 3d4 plus 3.
Could be a pop-up behind your character sheet.
Could have been. Could have been. So, okay. So I got 10 hit points back. So that's better.
Not so bad. Very good. All right. And our very hot mom. It's your turn. You've incited children to murder, but there is one left next to your child's friend, Zippity.
Oh, really? I thought the one next to Robbie was still up. Okay, that was the one that Picard killed. Well done, Picard.
Picard killed it right next to you, just like you two are brothers, siblings.
Excellent. Well, then
boy.
I will stride back to the other one, siblings, and I will. I'm going to stab it with my scimitar.
Beautiful. It does not hit.
It does not. Well, extra attack with the pick. 23.
Definitely hits.
I'm going to Divine Smite again, and this time, because Zippity happens to be within 5 feet of the creature, I get a sneak attack on it. Oh, quaint.
Oh yeah, you have a level in Rogue, don't you?
I have just the one. Couldn't quite make myself do a full one cast. 20 damage.
And just like the other, the Radiant Fury blows into its head and bursts all over you, Zippity.
Picard is still breathing heavily.
Do we all feel better now?
This is the first time he's killed someone.
Gross.
I feel even more scared.
And as you're clutching Rhea, this little dagger, hands shaking, you feel the city fall another 10 feet.
It didn't work. It didn't stop the city from falling.
Well, let's go and see if we can kill some more.
Mom,
I
we
don't
remember
know if I
he's
want to.
whatever
Oh.
it was. It's spoken in that voice. Do you not remember?
Oh yes, Abyssal. I remember hearing it, but I don't remember what it said. Can you remind me, daughter dearest?
I just killed a man.
Mama!
Look, do you know what?
He was talking about the city falling.
Yes.
They only repeat what they've heard, right?
Yes. Seemed that way.
Doesn't that mean that something else did that? Or said that?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. But I don't think this is quite the mission for you three now, is it? We've had a very exciting time. Maybe we should hand this over to Brenda. It seems like quite a sticky situation. I'm sure she'd love to work it all out.
I thought you said to fork Brenda and tell her to bug off, basically.
Fork Brenda.
Fork Brenda.
Yes. Well, all right. Let's carry on investigating. Damn it.
Like, Picard is still stood over this body, just looking at this mess.
I'm going to put my dagger away and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on my hands and cool them off and just like hold Picard. It will be, it's going to be okay. Are you okay?
I killed a man, Rhea. I'm supposed to be a detective.
Yes,
It
but
makes you
Having
feel
a crisis.
3 times.
he would have hurt you if you hadn't done that. He did hurt you.
Like, Picard is just staring.
Zip is looking concerned but does not go over there because I think she's currently covered in guts.
I wonder, unfortunately paladins don't get cantrips. Does anyone know that very useful prestidigitation thing? Maybe Picard could use clean up on aisle 3.
You don't know your daughter at all.
You don't even know me.
Literally
So
just
good.
walked past and went, oh yes, I'll prestidigit it. And you're like, does anyone know?
Big fucking mom energy.
Pay attention to your child.
Rolls my eyes a little bit and use to clean my friends off.
Your bloody birds.
Zip comes running over as soon as she feels clean enough and not as scary, and just gives Picard a hug.
He's just this. He's like, he looks double the size, but only width-wise because he's fluffed out so much out of concern.
Do we venture on, my dear friends?
Well, I suppose we ought to.
We're already all the way down here.
All right, so the venturing continues to the city, and I realized I let the music die because I was laughing too fucking hard.
Wait, look what I can do! And Zip, look what I remembered I can do! Zip touches her beak, and there's a light that appears at the very end of it.
I pick Zip back up and start walking.
Whee!
And off you go down these sewers, piles of feathers, and you begin to see strange eldritch designs into the walls, carvings, things the children have never seen.
Oh,
But-
no.
Beyonce, it is things you feel foul in nature. Magics that you know are opposite of what you are used to. Robbie, you feel uncomfortable to your very core, both of you of religious magics. What is happening here is work of dark pacts. And even I have a little bit of spooky. And you make your way down this dark sewer. And Rhea, almost in the back of your voice, you hear that strange language again. The one your mother doesn't use very often unless she is very, very angry. Their city in the clouds will fall. If you can't fly, no one can.
You hear that?
Or what?
I turn around so Zippity can face Rhea.
Nothing.
Bright lights.
Maybe I'm just hearing things.
Okay. I mean, it is a little spooky.
You know, I think I've dealt with as much as I can today, so anything beyond this is gonna be fine.
Robbie, I wonder, I don't suppose you've got that rather useful thing about making places religious or less, oh, what's the word? You know, when you go around with the sensor and you do all of that stuff and make it all, you know, less evil.
Right, the less evil thing. I could paint something. We could spruce it up.
I mean, I suppose that would do.
Accent wall.
Does that feel like, I mean, I suppose, oh no, I suppose accent wall sounds quite good. I thought you meant like graffiti. I thought we might be setting a bad example.
These kids, they stabbed someone earlier. I think it's pretty much over at this point.
Picard's like,
It's very difficult getting used to these city rules. We grew up in the hells, you see. Stabbing not that big a deal. I don't normally look after them.
I only get Rhea on the weekends. Her father's quite concerned about my influence. Or her mother.
Zip starts singing, "We're going on a bird hunt. We're going on a bird hunt," and tries to like get Picard distracted and singing along.
Picard can't help it, but you're now doing this. down the corridor.
As you bob and weave down this corridor, you reach a large wooden door with grotesque carvings of runes, bones hanging around it, strange bits of nesting peeking out from under the doorway.
You say bones hanging from somewhere.
Off the doorway.
Ah, I guess they were archaeologists or something.
I wanted to make a beaded curtains joke, but
That's all I could think about.
I keep going, like I've got this song now going in front of me. I've got Zippity singing.
Welcome, Shadowflare. Anyone who comes into chat and immediately starts making puns is very welcome.
It's a bona fide.
Are we really going in there?
I'm gone. Why you come in?
Pushes the door right open. Enters a large room with different nested beds. And at the end is a large altar stained with red paint. Lots of skulls. Skulls with beaks, skulls with teeth. Large arching symbols and shapes made out of straw, bones. Definitely archaeologists who don't speak your language. And they use a lot of red paint. Is what you see, Zip and Picard. Robbie and Beyonce, you see something entirely different. This is a room of bloodbath and gore. You can see the bones and the corpses dangling out from underneath them. You actually even see, Beyonce, is that Brenda? Tucked into the nesting? You can't be sure, but it looks like her.
Bloody hell.
I
But
think
the
our
kids-
rocks were painted much prettier. They should have used more sparkles in their decoration.
We could spruce it up a bit.
I'm just going to go and put my hands on Rhea for a second and cast protection from evil and good.
Good mom.
Let the other two run off, carrying each other into the satanic ritual.
And at the altar is one of those birds, non-cloaked, slightly larger. Feathers adorned with bones, yarn, beads. And it clicks as it moves around, and it's kind of orchestrating a dance. And when it claps its hands together, the city falls another 10 feet.
Ah, that's the one. Yes, let's kill that one.
Yeah, I know a spell for that.
And when it turns around to see you, it smiles and opens its mouth. And in Infernal, it speaks again. There will be those who attempt to oppose you, but you are under my will, and all will fall with my strength. Those who fly will die in that city.
Excuse me, Mr. Scary Birdman. Could you not do the thing, please?
I can't help myself, guys. Everything about me is a southern accent now. Alabama's a dangerous place. Everything just comes out a little southern now. It looks to you, Picard, and opens its mouth. And you hear the sound of screaming. It closes, and then it opens again. By royal decree, all creatures made of magic must die. Closes its mouth. Opens it again. It opens its mouth again. Oi, these fucking flightless birds. Eradicate them all. They can't fly up to their nasty little city. They're meant to be dead. Closes its mouth again.
Excuse me, I'm made of feathers, not magic.
Can I reach out and cast protection from evil and good on Picard now?
Yeah.
Zippity, we'll just have to stand in front of you.
They sound so mean. Why are they so mean?
Oh no. But
Sounded
I'm going
like a
to.
man yelling.
I would like to.
You literally hear Tiffany go, "Why are they so mean?" Robbie, you stop that.
I'm gonna Rhea, cover your ears for a second, will you? I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on myself to make my voice boom in a way that only a mother can. And in Abyssal, shout, "Stop scaring my bloody children, will you? I'm just trying to have a nice weekend with them."
Do I
Okay,
cast
now I'm going to cast
Fireball now?
protection from good and evil on Zippity.
Hey, you can concentrate on that for more than one person?
Oh, nope. No, I
Yeah,
can't. Nope.
Thanks,
Taking that back.
Mom.
Good
I was like,
point.
'cause I considered it, but like I was like, wow, I'm not gonna drop concentration on my daughter to do someone else. Sorry, kids.
Renee, we're not saying we love you the least. We're just saying we can only each concentrate once.
It's okay.
And
I
everyone
can
else is
throw
a higher
Zippity.
priority. I understand.
I can throw Zippity, it's fine.
No, don't throw Zippity. That's a terrible idea.
Don't throw Zippy, please, not at the scary creature.
Zippity
But
doo
I was gonna say Zippity day.
the creature ruffles at you, Beyonce. And when it opens its mouth, what comes out is disgusting. Man, woman, child voice of all different races and language kind of slammed together. Using even your voice. Scare my children. My children are dead. Left behind. Flying city. We can't fly. So we die. Now you die.
Okay, yes. Oh, clearly you're quite crazy. Can I retroactively, because I've just realized I also have Sanctuary, which does not require concentration. So could I cast Sanctuary on Zippity, and then thank you,
Yes.
and then concentrate on Protection from Good and Evil.
loved.
And I'm just gonna go walk up and punch it in the face with my scimitar.
All right, roll me your initiative then.
I don't think I'm going first.
Should we all just roll
I'm
initiative?
not either, if it makes you feel any better. What the fuck?
Perfect.
Abby!
Whoop, whoop. You go first, Hans. That natural.
Are you
20.
What the fuck is these sixes?
Like mother, like daughter.
We got 3 of them.
All right, because it was a natural 20, Robbie, you go first.
Okay, excuse me. This is a little bit evil, so I cast Fireball.
I do think Picard and Beyonce should still have their bardic inspirations if it hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
It's a Dex 14 save.
The Dex 14. I would say that they probably still have it.
Yay.
That creature fails.
Perfect. There's 27 damage. That's a good start.
Damn. Okay. Very
Very
good.
good stuff.
Yay. Robin waltzed in here and just annihilated everything.
Yeah, just everything is on fire. It's great.
Burning entities. You smell a little bit of burnt Barbara, burnt Betty, burnt Hannah's, burnt Jeremy's. Everyone you've ever hated, Beyonce. You can smell their burning flesh. It's almost like they were targeting your enemies. Wow. A very good start.
That's so strange. How do you know what all of your enemies' burning smells like?
Yep, that's Brenda.
Vivid
It's always
imagination.
what I imagined it would
Every time I
be.
put cookies in the oven, I imagine it's Brenda, isn't it?
Beyonce would know. Zippity, it's your turn.
Okay, what is like the positioning of everything in this room where we're at now? Picard and I are near the back, right?
The creature's
And
about 30 feet away from you.
Okay. She's just gonna yell really loud. And she's going to cast Shatter on the creature.
Okay.
And so, in a way that pick a point so that the creature is in the sphere, but no one else is. But the altar might be. And they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Another 4.
Yeah. 14 damage.
Excellent.
And lastly, she is going to cheer Rhea on and say, I believe in you. Put the fear of God in him. And give a bardic inspiration.
Wonderful. And as you do damage to this creature... Oh god. I just realized what I'm doing. It is going to cast Hellish Rebuke on you. And I believe...
does that count as an attack?
It's a reaction to the damage. Can I not do that? It just says the creature that damaged you. Oh, does that make a
Sanctuary? Yeah, Sanctuary would be a Wisdom saving throw versus DC 16. Hang on a minute, let's actually proc Sanctuary though. Did I already proc it?
You have not, but it fails.
Let's actually read, because I'm not sure if that's true or not. Any creature...
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There you go.
Yes. Zippity, you are safe.
Thank you, Beyonce.
What we say every day.
If the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell, or affects an enemy creature, or deals damage to another creature, this spell ends. Sorry, Zippity, you're not safe.
Cute. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna cast Counterspell. Because it's reactionary, is it not? It is a reaction.
So you can throw me a counterspell.
If it's a 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect.
Yeah, but it is a warlock, so it is casting all of its spells at the 4th level.
So I have to make a DC 14 save.
Check.
10 plus the spell level. What do I get to add to that?
Your spellcasting ability. So your charisma?
4. So I get to roll a D10 plus 4 or D20 plus 4.
Come on, you always roll high d20s.
Why are you jinxing this? What's in this for you?
Bree likes to see me fail. A 17.
Very good. So you all shut this bitch down.
No.
Hell yeah. All right, excellent. Let's see. And everyone else is under 10. Picard Adlington III.
He just runs forward and swipes the rapier because he's a bit nervous, so he sort of approaches delicately. Do I get to roll? I think what's it again? I roll 1d6.
Actually,
Or is it not? Oh, it doesn't matter anyway.
you don't hit him. So, wait. Actually, no. With a 13, you would hit him. So you do hit him.
Ah, okay. Hang on. And sneak attack. 13.
Beautiful.
I go over there with my eyes half covered and poke him because I'm still recovering from the last incident.
Well, fortunately, you don't kill this one. I guess. All right. That brings it down to the first row of 6s. Rhea, you have a higher dexterity, so you can go first.
Can I cast Fireball on him without killing the people around him?
You would be able to hit. You could be able to hit, but you would also hit Picard.
I don't like that.
Picard has a high dexterity. It'll be fine.
He's a rogue. It'll be fine.
Thank you very much, Toby, for the charity donation over on the GoFundMe. It is $20, so we will be doing some Being Boozled. If you'd like to nominate someone, you can nominate in chat now. Otherwise, we'll roll it out randomly.
I don't have anything. I might have
It's
cooking oil.
I think you can nominate me, Alice, Bree, or Zelda. Me, Alice, Renee, or Zelda. Right?
I have hot sauce, not Bean Boozled.
I have olive oil.
I love olive oil.
I love
It'll be very good for you, yeah.
Here, I'm actually kind of hungry. I'll give you the hot sauce for free.
Hot sauce isn't food, Zelda.
Zelda eats bean sludge and hot sauce. It's her aesthetic and diet.
This is
Don't-
what I live off of.
Don't choke.
I'm waiting for the person to get nominated so I can die with them just a little bit. You can chew hot sauce, therefore it is food.
Oh, I don't think you can chew Tabasco sauce.
Slurp.
You gotta be pretty determined.
Can't
I mean,
chew soup.
Zelda,
you know.
you seem pretty keen, and no one's nominated, so I think if you seem to want this, so I think we can give it to you.
Zelda the masochist.
I'm
3,
waiting.
2 in the
I'm
morning.
waiting.
Nope, just do it.
Just
Do it all for us,
Alright,
Zelda.
Zelda.
You know what? This is the material component to Fireball.
That's right.
That
Just
is a
eat the
full
garlic sauce,
spoon.
Fireball Picard.
I was gonna say, what the fuck, Zelda? That's a full ass spoon.
Zelda is hungry.
That is a dessert spoon.
We're gonna be talking about what you're eating after this stream. Like real food.
Zelda may as well just eat an egg now. She's hungry.
No,
No!
no eggs.
Okay.
You did it. I'm so proud.
I'm in shock and horror. Scarier than anything I could have brought into this game.
I'm gonna cast Fireball. I'm so sorry, Picard.
Sorry.
Yes.
And,
Cast
what-
Fireball.
Have I not been through it
Spicy
now?
sauce.
I'm sorry. And it's a DC 15 save.
I just want to say, if this hits me, I have 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
But you have uncanny dodge.
You have an uncanny dodge, you can half your half.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Then I use uncanny dodge because I did not put that in my traits. But I rolled an 18.
You're good.
My mouth is sweating.
I sort of tuck and roll out of the way and look over at Rhea like,
I'm sorry, I panicked.
Is this game supposed to be scheduled to end in 2 minutes?
Yes.
Something like
that. It's currently 4 a.m. Technically, it's 9 a.m. for us.
When you say it like that.
Makes us sound like crazy people. Yeah.
Rhea, you do it. All of you literally blasted this beast into a million shreds and things begin to burn.
I forgot. It's a spell.
Oh yeah. You can't.
Here we go.
That is so good. That's so perfect.
Okay, it's a D100. Hold me
I-
close. I might turn into a potted plant.
If you do, can I preen you and put you on a windowsill?
Absolutely.
A 40. Okay, hold on. Let's see. 39, 40. Hey, you regained 2.
I regained 2d10 hit points. I'm right here. I'm so happy.
That could have went a lot worse.
It's alright, set a bird friend on fire and you gain health.
The circle of life.
Oh my god. I gained back 17 health. I'm back to full.
Beautiful. I'm so
Oh,
happy.
I wonder what that's like.
Listen, I would nominate you for that 2d10 health if I could.
Wait. Just wait, Picard.
The room is burning. All of the tinder, all of the effigies, all of the everything is burning. There is so much flame.
I'd like to scream and run in circles, please.
You begin to feel the city rise slowly. And you're
Yay,
free
yay,
to
yay.
leave.
Wait, are we out of initiative order?
You are.
I run over to cast Cure Wounds on Picard.
Perfect.
Can I just run over and hug Picard? I'm so sorry.
It's just like, there. Like, just patting your arm.
No, with this fire, I didn't light it, but I'll try to fight it.
8 hit points.
Thank you.
Thanks for being brave.
I try.
You did.
Did you want to put this fire out?
Well, I was never really very good at that, you see.
I mean, it's kind of getting rid of all that gross stuff.
It is. It's the cement
paint?
walls seem fine, but it is burning away the paint and the effigies.
So we just leave it like this.
I'll use Formaturgy to make it burn a little bit brighter.
Pretty.
Beautiful. Burns brightly. And you can almost hear music picking back up above you. What do you all do? Return home? Stay here?
Yeah, we need to get these kids out of this burning room.
Excellent.
Wait,
And
did
as
we the city? Did we keep it from falling?
you feel it rising, Zippity.
Can I get a harmonica now?
Not only can you get a harmonica, now you have unlocked an extra career path for your future. Heroes!
What?
I'd like to go back to that CD bar and start drinking, please.
The
I've
bartender
seen
just
some
gives you
stuff.
pickle juice.
Yeah. God, I've seen some stuff and neck back pickle juice. Wide-eyed, covered in blood, just stroll back in through the window of that bar.
And as you make your way up, new memories from friendship. The coming of age ceremony of the festival was not one that you expected, but it was the one you got. And as all of you walk away, Beyonce stands behind to admire her children and friends. And as she turns to face the screen, the crowd, the audience, her face
Brenda.
shifts. And you can see a melding as Brenda smiles at all of us. And that is where we end our game.
Beyonce was Brenda all along.
Fork Brenda.
Yeah, fuck Brenda. just
I wanted Brenda to come out on top.
as she always does.
I don't know what the fuck that was, guys, but it was nothing what I planned. Not at all, but it was absolutely amazing.
Incredible.
I had so much fun.
This
I
is
love
a
how
campaign,
silly.
right?
I love how silly we all get. Like, after hours, we're just like, well, fuck it. Fuck you, Brenda. Fuck you.
Fear of God and men. My dog.
Best fucking response. A good mother.
I
Sorry.
really just, I've gotta say though, the dentist moment was the best thing. About the- so good.
I did not expect that to be such a good moment. It was great.
That's what made it even better.
Okay, well, let's go round in reverse order this time. Start with Renee and go round. I don't know if we did that in the right order the last time. I don't know what order we did it in, but we're going to start with Renee and go anti-clockwise around the screen. Renee, hi! Tell us all about yourself.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I love that moment from Hans, but I also loved all the other clever, witty things that people say, because they're funny and fun, and I love these people so freaking much.
None of us are awake anymore.
I'm so tired.
These eyes are like closed while she's doing this.
I'm Renee, and I do things on places. I do streams, but my schedule's up in the air right now, and I don't want to talk too much about it, because I just don't know where I'll be. And then I do 2 podcasts. One is Fate and the Fable Maidens, D&D, actual play. The other is Edenfall, Edenfall. Edenfall is an adaptation of the show that we were all in on Scratticus Academy called Eden. It's gonna be so good. It comes out by the end of 2019. And yeah, there's a lot of great things. You can find those at Fate FM Cast and Edenfall Cast across social media. I write things for the Scratticus Academy.
You do.
Patreon. I do that, and I'm around on Twitter. So I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna go into right now. I love you.
We love you.
We love you too, Renee. We'll carry on around to Daughter today. Well, Daughter usually. Zelda, oh hi.
Hi. I do things. If you want to find out the things that I do, just look right above there. That's my Twitter. That's where you'll find out what things I do. More than that, I want to thank both Scrat and Bree for putting all of this together and putting all their hard work and time into building this 18-hour stream for our friend Heavenleigh, and for organizing a fundraiser for her. It was really, really kind of both of you, and I want to praise you and appreciate you both for that.
And I die.
In other words, I love you all, and I opt that we play more very, very tired games together so that we
if we want to
spend most
doing
of our
like a
time laughing.
But more time together in general.
More time together in general. Lots of very, very tired streams so that we just laugh 50% of the
Yeah,
time.
I mean, we can do scheduling 3 a.m. streams.
Oh my god,
Laugh
that's terrible.
along with us. So.
You might actually put me back on my real time zone if you do that.
Thank you, Zelda. Next around we have Hans.
I'm Hans. I am on social medias doing things. I don't just follow Scratticus. I'll be here at some point or another, anyways. And my favorite part, I gotta say, I really liked the voice for Zippity. I liked that quite a bit. That was one of my favorite things. Everything was very good tonight. Flippant Beyonce was very good. Everything was very good. I'm gonna stop now.
Thank you, Hans. Next we have Alice. Oh hi, Alice.
Hello. Sorry, I'm so tired. This was just really good fun. It was
Birds
words. Hang on.
with legs.
Birds with legs and teeth. Because my favorite bit was that Robbie was going to be a dentist. That broke me. That actually broke me. I could no longer control myself. I do stuff. I know I do stuff. I can't remember what it is right now, but I do stuff. Otherwise, I love this group so much. I love this group so much. I love these people. Go follow them, and I'm going to stop now because words. Woohoo.
Last but most certainly not least, we have the wonderful DM comes certified by Satine Phoenix herself. And she's very lovely, and we love her lots, and all the good things. NPC Bree!
Sam Regal said she was nice.
Sam Regal did say they were nice. Yeah.
It was nice. That was a thing. I have it screenshotted forever. Hey guys, it's me, NPC Bree. You know, I love all of you guys so much. You can find me on social media. That you all know that. That's, you know, whatever. Shout out to the Scratticus Academy once again. Scratticus Academy is always ready to help people in the community. They're always ready to do something great. Because of them, they helped me get out of a really tough spot. And because of them, you know, we're able to help Heavenleigh out how we can. Thank you to all of the viewers who watched all throughout these 18-hour streams, whether you 5 minutes or for 18 hours. Shout out to Alice and Scrat for putting in the most always. It's really amazing. It's something special. Thank you for letting me play. Thank you for being such good friends. Thank you to the players who derailed the game in the most amazing way. My abdomen hurts. Thank you to my Eden fam. And I know she's probably dead asleep, but thank you to Heavenleigh for being such a great friend to all of us, because you're amazing and you deserve
We love
this
you, Heavenleigh.
so
We love you
much.
so
love
much.
you.
We love you.
And yeah, pass it over to you, Scrat.
Thank you. Here are the closing links, everyone. do check them out. It's all the places you can find us and support us and find our community and all the good things. Also places you can find. I've gone awfully British since I've been playing. Beyonce.
It's okay, I got Southern.
Sorry,
Now
I
you
just-
sound like me.
I do. I sound like Alice's. This is Alice's home accent. She is from Hampshire and they're very posh. We've got Mage Hand Press and Bird and the Storm Publishing just above us. Those are our sponsors. We're very grateful to them. And also, you should go and check out the GoFundMe one more time. I think we're a little bit short of our £1,000 goal that we sort of kind of set. But we've done very well. We've done very, very well. I think we're around, we're over 850 at least, which is a good amount to have got. So well done, everyone. Thank you very much for coming along. Our raid cry is going to be "Fuck you, Brenda." We're going to go and raid Madam Gandalf, who will understand and appreciate,
yes!
who will
No
appreciate
one
our
quite
raid
as
cry.
good as
I adore
Also, an
Alex.
Edenfall cast member, Jessica.
hell
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm going to start the raid cooldown thing. So that's not how you print.
She's gonna
We're
really
almost there, guys.
appreciate
It's
that
almost
raid
bedtime.
cry.
Yes,
She'll
I'm going.
really appreciate that raid cry as well. I know she will.
I'm going to start the cooldown. I'm going to play the logout video, and we'll see you later on. Bye, everyone. Thank you for a wonderful stream.
Bye. Love you.
Working Russian style.